We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So individual carbon footprint tracker.
This equation has 4 factors, a little bit of multiplication. So you've got a thing on the left, CO2, that you want to get to 0. And that's going to be based on the number of people, the services each person's using on average, the energy on average for each service, and the CO2 being put out per unit of energy. So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to 0. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to 0. That's back from high school out.
We recognize different ages for different purposes. We recognize 18 for the draft. We recognize 16 for driving in some states. We recognize 21 for drinking. So we recognize different ages for different purposes. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Could I have a second to engage that?
Certainly. I'll yield to the gentleman from Kentucky.
Would the chairman join me in co-sponsoring a bill to raise the draft age to 21?
No.
But the chairman feels that their brains aren't fully formed at 18, 19, and 20.
The research does indicate that in certain respects, but the Selective Service needs, I mean, if the country needs people, it needs people.
It needs people whose brains aren't fully formed?
In certain respects, yes.
I yield back.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
Welcome back to another night of Stick of Koolfrogg. You know, it's a little early for me. Normally, I start another 3 or 4 minutes out. That being said, would say hi to everybody that's in chat. What do we got here? We got TR and we got Squad Bob. Yeah, buddy. No, give him a few minutes. As soon as I was going live, it looked like Madcore is going to do an immediate raid. The expert was still finishing off his episode. I didn't think he actually was done yet. I could be wrong. As far as that goes, I believe I'm going to have Jimmy YouTube joining me. He's going to actually do a nice drawing tonight. Look at that. Speak of the devil.
And he shall appear.
There he is. How's it going, my man?
What's up, dog?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm just kind of I'm starting early, so I'm not in my comfort zone. I wasn't ready for all this. I wasn't, hyped and ready to go.
Did something on impulse, and now it's biting you.
Right. That's exactly what it is. It's just like, oh crap. So there's Ann Kirk. Hello, Ann Kirk. How you doing? So Jimmy's going to do another drawing for us this week while we actually talk about some news and some politics. We did start a little early, so I'm not sure if AmericaShirts was actually ready to go. I'm sure he wasn't thinking, oh, yeah, let's go right away. Let's go early. I did message him, but, right.
I freaking doubt it. AmericaShirts? Oh, sir.
TR, he'll be here. We'll just give him a few minutes to actually show up. Before he shows up, we'll just kind of hang out and do some conversating. Hello, Princess. How are you? Got a small room here right now. It looks like people are slowly trickling, and we're at about seven people right now. Anybody want us to say hi to you? Come jump in here and let us say hi to you. All you got to do is say hi. Nice little smiley face that you got there. Heck yeah. It's a way to start it. Let's switch sides here real quick. We'll give you a screen. We'll give you a screen while I'm waiting on the AmericaShirts so that we can do some news. We got plenty to talk about, that's for sure. Looks like there's some primaries that are going on. We've got a little bit of world news to start off with. I'm sure that he would like to have his input in on most of that. princess. I'm tired. Started fall semester yesterday, and I'm already ready to drop out.
Oh,
Try hanging out as long as you can, because it's still going to cost you money unless you actually can drop out early enough. Private and public, nice to see you. Impeach the potato. Yes, absolutely.
agreement.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few people that are in agreement, and it doesn't have to be like one side of the aisle that has to be in agreement. I think there's both sides of the aisle kind of in agreement with that. That you might as well just impeach that potato. So, let's see. Let's do the. If I can remember what the thumbnail actually said. The duty of a true patriot is to protect his own country from his government. That was a Thomas Paine quote. That being said, I really do believe that is true, that most patriots, true patriots, understand that the government is not the controlling body, that the human race is actually the controlling body, that we actually control the government and not vice versa. That being said, I know I've talked several times about doing Federalist Papers over on locals. I still haven't figured out which day I want to do that. It just seems like each day just kind of melts into the next. And I do have some Thomas Paine stuff around here. We can actually do some of that too one of these days. That might be kind of fun. Oh, but Potato Man's going to forgive 10,000 student debt. Yeah, we're going to cover that again tonight to do that as well. I mean, as far as that goes, like I said, we'll cover it. So I really don't want to get into it too far on that exact, being that I do have thoughts and opinions on it. Bane voice, do you feel in control?
Do you feel in control?
And then to Madcore 2. Yeah, I'm sure he said that he was going to do a push as soon as he realized that it was live. I suppose I could actually go and say something and say, hey, I'm actually live. You can raid whenever you're ready.
Raid!
Looks like he's slowly dropping viewers as we speak anyway.
And she.
So we'll give him a few more minutes, let him finish off his night. It's all right, because then maybe AmericaShirts will be here then, and we can just kind of pop off right into the news.
There you go.
Koolfrogg, my top hat is arriving from Amazon tomorrow. Excited to cover it in tinfoil. I hope it turns out well. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That sounds like fun. Like I said, I got my fedora sitting here that I normally wear, whatever. I was going to line the fedora. I do have the insert from the shipping from the last one. That being said, it's nice and firm, and it would hold the hat nice and taut, so that way I can actually line it correctly. It should be so much fun. I'm excited for this weekend. It's going to be quite the party. I was trying to write down names of people that were actually going to be there, and the list that I have sitting here already has like 13, 14 people, and I know that there's a couple others that were actually talking about trying to join in or whatever, and I'm like, it only holds 10. I can't even buy I can't buy any more space. It's maxed out that you get 10. So being that you only get 10, I had decided that I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the overflow party over in Discord, because I can share the screen. I can share the screen with everybody in it, so that way we can actually see you in StreamYard. It should be very interesting and fun, and how it will actually work itself out. I talked to a couple people about content. about covering some conspiracy stuff, as well as having conspiracy music here to actually play music. It should be very fun. Everybody make sure that you have your hat. Hat is not required. If you don't bring one, it's fine. You can still show up. Hey, Black Sheepdog, how's it going? He says, "What's up, froggy people?" Nice.
Froggy people. I dig it.
So, Divinity had coined the women frogettes, back a while ago.
Froggets.
The frogettes, and then we got the froggy people. So, I mean, people are really kind of taken to it, and I love it. It's very fun. Let's go back here real quick and let's see who else jumped in here so we don't miss anybody. It's like Toy Box Brain, Leslie Kohler's with us, Germs. Germs is the one that said Bane voice. Do you feel the control? Do you feel in control? Let's see who else was in here. Squabob. Let's talk about prepping. Some of these regulars. It's fun to see everybody. It's very interesting how we've picked up a following. We've picked up a devout following of people that actually join us every night and just chat up a storm, regardless to what we're doing, what we're talking about. It's so much fun. Hey, Super V, how you doing? I really never expected it to actually be like that or whatever. Being that I've only been doing this for going on 9 months now. From streaming with just myself and AmericaShirts, streaming to absolutely nobody, to meeting Jimmy in January. Can you think about that? It's just like we've only really known each other for, what, 6-7 months?
Yeah, not a long time. Wow. It feels like forever, though.
Right? It's like, oh wow, what are you talking about? We've been friends for a couple years.
That's what I thought. Kind of blew my mind just now.
Oh, Princess, she's like, the only time I don't join is when, not gonna lie, usually on a Friday or Saturday. That's fine. Everybody has their own life, and they have they should do what's best for them or whatever, and have fun. That being said, we do have a party going on this weekend, this Friday. Make sure you bring your tinfoil hat. Right? Exactly, Toy Box. Now I stream to multiple people at a time, and it's very interesting. Thought I heard something. Apparently not. I thought I heard my Discord pop. So I'm like, oh, what's AmericaShirts saying? Gonna be late? Nope, he hasn't said anything.
Well,
Though he is late. He's very late.
What?
No, he's only 10 minutes late. He's been a lot later. I've waited like an hour and 45 minutes for him the one night, so it could be interesting.
Always is.
Short order cook. What's up? How you doing? Shirts is always fashionably late. It's part of his brand now. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that he doesn't actually make it his thing to actually continuously do that.
Shirts the diva.
I mean, not that I have a problem with it really, because I get people like Jimmy YouTube come pop in here real quick and do a couple drawings. I mean, look at he had a blank piece of paper here 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Holy man. Shirts is late. How my uncle is always late. 10 minutes equals an hour. I don't think he was late last night either. I think he was pretty much right on time with me, though. I think we both were a few minutes late, if I'm not mistaken. I was just kind of paying attention to Madcore because he said that he was going to raid me once he was done. I told him that I'd be starting within a moment.
Oh,
And they're finishing up there's talk of flat Earth.
oh dear.
You know, because some people believe that, you know, flat Earth is a thing. They showed a little disc or whatever that, you know, the potentials of flat Earth, and I kind of, first thing I said is, wait a minute, Australia's on the top of the plate. It's in the wrong spot. No, we're not. We're just talking about how he's eventually going to raid me, Rose. How you doing? Glad that you're here. We're just kind of hanging out here, trying to wait for AmericaShirts to come pop in here at any moment. Who knows what's actually happening? Koolfrogg, is Jimmy why he showed up for trivia literally right after it ended. You know, the funny thing is, I was sitting in Madcore's stream, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to actually pop out of here real quick. And I went and I looked, and I'm like, oh, that's right. There was a trivia night tonight. So I also popped in there as he was pulling up the leaderboard, and I'm like, oh, I missed it. I couldn't even get the last question in. So Mimsy, how you doing?
The last Mimsy?
Glad that you're here. The last Mimsy? I don't know if it's the last or if it's the first, but the name is Mimsy. There you go. It looks like he's just ending his stream right now. It looked like about 3 or 4 people are like, yep, Koolfrogg is actually live. Not that we're really doing much, but
We vibing.
right, we're just chilling, hanging out, watching Jimmy draw a picture at the moment. It's like he just draws a line. And it's like, wait a minute here. How did you know where to draw that? I know my drawing wouldn't look like anything like that at all. Nowhere near it. Why am I hearing Discord pop? I don't have any notifications on.
Oh, you know frickin' what? I don't have my headphones on.
Okay. No, you're fine. Oh, looks like you Madcore and his viewers just joined the show.
What? How unexpected?
Right? So very unexpected. Oh my God, I just got raided. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you, dear.
How's it going, everybody? Everybody
Everybody that's coming in and off this raid.
Shadow Legends. Come get your new champions.
Mimsy says, hello, comrade.
Hello, Mimsy.
Hello, Susie. How's it going? Glad you're here. We'll get going here in a moment. Maybe I won't wait for AmericaShirts to show up if he's going to be this late. We'll see. We'll see. Watch the second I get going else, and he'll pop in and be like, oh, hey, what's going on here?
Hey, what's up, guys?
I can't even get my voice high enough to actually sound like him, so. Much better than yesterday. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Madcore Mofo in the house.
In the house.
Long time no see. Say shirts 3 times, and he will be summoned.
America shirts. America shirts. America shirts.
America shirts.
It pops in.
That would be interesting if they actually did pop in right at that second. That'd be so awesome.
Then we'd be trying it every time. Come on, this works.
Did we not do it right? America shirts.
Shirts. America shirts.
Shirts.
America shirts.
Shirts.
Hey, comrade. Nice work. Thanks, Susie.
Yeah, Jimmy's awesome. I think I'm gonna pour myself a drink. Get myself a little bit of a whiskey, just because. Why not?
Well, all right.
Sparkles, how's it going? He is possessed again. Koolfrogg, just say Roma wants to discuss Ukraine, and he'll appear. Oh yeah. That's what I'm assuming. The second I start the article or whatever, start first thing out, us and he'll just like, poop, he'll be here.
He's the real American. He's late for
going to be the new Ricada law, news and whiskey. Well, I don't believe in drinking anything else but the whiskey. So as far as that goes, it could potentially be, but maybe better. I could be wrong. And I don't drink this top tier stuff because I can't afford that stuff yet. And I need more supporters to drink the top tier stuff. So I got myself a Seagram 7 American blended whiskey with a whole 40% alcohol. So I mean, it's tasty as it is.
Yum, 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 yum.
And I don't care what anybody says. I usually mix it with a little bit of water because it's not high quality. If it was higher quality, I'd just take the shot. But
take the shot.
It's not that high. It's not that high quality. TR says I like Seagram's gin. Only with some vermouth.
No vermouth.
Only with
my wife
vermouth.
hates vermouth. She's out of town, but I'm doing this in her memory.
W says say shirts 3 more times. All right, we'll do it again. Ready?
America shirts.
America shirts.
America shirts. How soft a letter are you using, Jimmy? Oh, I don't know.
Comfortably numb. Madcar mofo. Where
it's
am I?
B3, I think.
Cross the flat Earth fence.
Yeah, it's a B3.
Yes, you did. You crossed the fence over to what is the round Earth.
That looks like some sick ass cursive, but it's definitely not.
Yeah, see, TR's even spamming shirts.
Yes.
All
Don't
right.
do it 4 times though, otherwise you're not gonna negate it, and then it's gonna have to start all over.
Tilly, how's it going?
We can summon his nemesis, Pants.
Tilly likes your sketch work.
Oh, thank you, Tilly.
We're gonna take him off the full screen, and we'll go show our first article. Let's do, because I wanted to do world news first because that's just the way it is.
KDWB.
KDWB. Let's do this one. So this is from Zero Hedge. This is China is preparing to go to war. Last month, a Chinese entrepreneur making medical equipment for consumers told me that local officials had demanded he convert his production lines in China so that they could turn out items for the military. Communist Party cadres, he said, were issuing similar orders to their manufacturers. Oh, I'm gonna have a little fun. Oh, what's up, man? I don't have it. I got a little tadpole visiting me at the moment.
Ah, I thought that's what that was. And I'm Jimmy U2, sitting here all alone.
Here you go, bud.
How's it going, folks? It's my show now. It's fucking mine. Mine. Hi, welcome back.
Tadpoles are fun.
Yeah.
Close the door, please. So it says the People's Republic of China is preparing to go to war and is not trying to hide its efforts. Amendments to the National Defense Law, effective the first day of last year, transfer powers from civilian to military officials.
It's divinity.
Yeah, it is divinity. That's awesome. How you doing? Long time no see. The People's Republic of China is. Did I read that already? I did. In general, the amendments reduce the role of central government, the state council, by shifting power to the CMC, the Communist Party's Central Military Commission. Specifically, the state council will no longer supervise the mobilization of the People's Liberation Army. As Xi Jinping,
Winnie the Pooh.
Soochow University told Hong Kong's South China Morning Post, the CMC is now formally in charge of making national defense policy and principles, while the State Council becomes a mere implementing agency to provide support for the military. In one sense, these amendments are window dressing. Recent changes in China's national defense law that diminish the power of the State Council are largely political posturing. The Chinese Communist Party, in particular its subordinate CMC, have always held supreme power over decisions regarding war and peace. Why then do we care about the National Defense Law amendments? The amendments, Fisher tells us, point to Chinese ambition to achieve a whole nation, levels of military mobilization to fight wars, and give the CMC formal power to control the future Chinese capabilities for global military intervention. Global military intervention. You know, so I mean,
That's World War for anyone that can't speak legalese.
It simply says global. So I mean, they're willing to continue to produce different aspects for military might, and they're going to actually do what they can to take over as much as they possibly can and interject in everybody else's already ongoing wars, as well as create their own, most likely taking over that island of Taiwan, because, you know, why not? Why not? Why would they actually just sit back and just watch everybody else, you know, have fun? They want to join in. They want lots to do with it. So the amendments, Fisher tells us, that the point of Chinese. I already read that. The revised national defense law also embodies the concept that everyone should be involved in national defense. Summarized in the words of an unnamed CMC official, all national organizations, armed forces, political parties, civil groups, enterprises, social organizations, and other organizations should support and take part in the development of national defense, fulfill national defense duties, and carry out national defense missions according to the law. So it sounds like they're trying to do a lot of defense, but, you know, at the same time, I wouldn't put it past them to actually be doing some offense. Oh, look at that. Bunch of purple bomb. Nice. How's it going, Purple? How you doing? Solo tonight. Fun.
Solo.
Good to hear. Glad you're here. Thanks for showing up.
Welcome,
So-
welcome.
This here, this is a J-10 fighter. So you can see that, they do have their own might. They will do what they need to do. Moreover, the central government is trying to sanction proof itself. On April 22nd, officials from the finance ministry and central bank met with representatives. Central bank met with representatives of dozens of banks, including HSBC, to discuss what Beijing could do in the event of imposition of punitive measures on China. The officials and attendees did not mention specific scenarios, but one possible trigger for such sanctions is thought to be a Chinese invasion of Taiwan. Like I said, it really.
I'm shocked. I'm shizzy-ocked.
Hello, Michael Malloy. How's it going, sir?
Michael!
So,
dog?
One of these days,
Welcome to the show.
One of these days, we got to get Jimmy YouTube over on your show and you, let him join in, hold a
Happy
conversation.
to go, honestly. Not even a problem.
Pretty sure a lot of people would enjoy his, even if it was just his conversation, if not watching him actually do some drawings. Should talk about that one of these days. If I notice that, if whatever, tonight, tomorrow, whatever, if you're still up.
Got the lead. Shut up and draw.
So, that being said, it does sound like China is actually trying to create what they call defense movements, and they're going to actually go and create new wars. Very disturbing to say the least, and very interesting at the when it comes down to it. Kind of leads into that. So let's do this one. I didn't really dig around too much for world news. If there's any other world news that I should really cover, I mean, I think we all kind of understand what's all going on with Ukraine and other countries. And if China's going to actually, gear up to do what they're going to do, it really sounds like, World War III is already underway. Things are actually going to happen faster than we want, and it could get really scary really fast. We're just speculating, though. We don't know. So then we'll kind of move on a little bit here. Where the heck is he? half hour late.
He'll be here.
I know. He always does show up eventually. Chances are there's personal issues going on. Susie, I haven't heard many jets lately. It's quiet over here. Where are you exactly? Memento Mori says the last real war the Chinese fought was in 1979 when they invaded Vietnam, and the Viets kicked their butts. Okay. Nothing to do with the border of China in India. Nothing going on there. Nothing at all. Just building up military might on both sides for no reason whatsoever. Alan Walsh, how's it going, my man? China has beef with India at the moment, and China's almost bankrupt. They need war for money. Yep, exactly. That's why I said they've been beefing up their military might along that border. Both sides have been for quite some time now. For us to actually think that there's nothing happening there is kind of disturbing in itself, because obviously there's something going on. If you actually look close enough, you'd actually see the military might that's there. So then to move on to our neighbors to the north, some
Canadians.
some Kazakhstanians. U.S. is sending a Saskatchewan woman accused of faking her own death back to Canada to face criminal charges. You can't do anything in Canada. You can't cross the border. You can't fake your death. There's so many things that you just can't do, thinking that you're gonna, get away with it in Canada. Canada does not care. They do not like it. They will not allow it. They only let people in that cross at certain points, and that's just the way it is. So this particular article says the Saskatoon woman who said she was a victim of domestic abuse is to be returned to Canada after being arrested in Oregon for allegedly using false identifications to cross the border with her 7-year-old son. Can't do that. Just can't do that. There's a couple of us that know a couple people. Right, Mr. Mulley? Hey, Trixie, how's it going?
Fucking illegal.
It is. So then Judge Stacy Beckerman of the U.S. District Court of Oregon ordered that Dawn Marie Walker, 48, be returned to the Canadian officials Wednesday. Walker was the subject to extensive search after she disappeared with her son. She was found and arrested in Oregon earlier this month and has been detained in the U.S. since. The U.S. prosecutors filed a court document in Oregon alleging that Walker kidnapped her child, faked her and her son's deaths, and then fled to the U.S. as part of an elaborate and well thought out plan. Well, apparently it wasn't very elaborate and wasn't very well thought out. She got caught. She did get caught. So if that's the case, I don't know how well thought out it really was. Anyways, let's look at it closer. Oh, yep. Okay. The prosecution and defense.
She looks like a big thinker to me.
The prosecution and defense both consented to Walker's return to Canada after she waived a formal extradition process, which would likely be lengthy. Scott Kern, Assistant U.S. Attorney of District of Oregon, told the court that returning Walker to Canada is in the best interest of both countries. Walker is to be released to special agents at the U.S. Department of Homeland Security on Wednesday. The agents are to drive her to the Canadian border where she would be released to officials and answer to charges laid by the Saskatoon Police Service, including public mischief and child abduction in contravention of custody order. Sounds like she could actually be looking at some lengthy charges. Most likely, my thought would be they'd take that child from her. It's not hers any longer. There's no way they're going to allow that to happen. Just my opinion. I could be wrong, but at the same time, most likely I'm right.
I mean, they usually favor the women, but it'll probably happen.
I mean, in the States they do. In Canada, maybe we can ask a couple of our Canadian friends if they.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
Ash, you know anything? You still around?
I don't know. Women are sexist.
I guess. Susie says, Koolfrogg, it is a place called Cold Lake Air Ranch, and it's quite large of an area because they placed cougars to reduce the deer population.
Spell it, Canucks.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Divinity is yelling at the Canadians in the chat to tell us.
Are any of our Canadian ambassadors here? I thought I seen Ash in here. I thought I said hi to her. Yeah, she's in here. How's it going, Ash? You wanna divulge some information for us?
Yes, tell us your secrets.
Maniac Man says not Canadian, but it does love women in rainbow loonies. Fun. Susie says Lamau. Women are not getting away with stuff, but some still do. Sinbad 3. How's it going, Sinbad? Interesting. Purple says tomorrow is the unveiling of Michael Monkey Vaughn's semi-truck billboards. Awesome. I hope they actually find them eventually here. They even have human rights councils for hurt fifis.
The tribunal.
I don't want to move on too far without AmericaShirts, but at the same time, I don't want to stop, not cover.
I will draw him into existence.
You're gonna draw him into existence. You're gonna draw a little T-shirt with a brownie on it.
Why would I draw that? What do you mean? He is an America shirt. Boom. All right, he's here.
Nice.
What's up, Shirts? How's it going, man? Give us the skinny.
Let's see if we can't get that shirt a little bit bigger. There you go. Nice, nice America shirt. That's awesome.
Oh wait,
there's the jetpack.
it is necessary. That is America Shirts. If you draw them differently, it's sacrilege. Unless it's America Shirts Day, then you can draw him.
So, the Mentos is I had a friend that smuggled some people into Canada back in the 90s. She got caught and did 3 months in jail. I don't know if Michael Malloy had actually said something or whatever, but there's a young man that was on a stream the other day that had decided to try walking into Canada. He said he's done it before and he got away with it. So he said he was going to try doing it again. He did get caught.
What happened to him?
Well, they arrested him, but nobody's heard anything back yet. I don't believe.
Oh, the Mounties got him. They clopped on up and they took him.
He was live streaming in his way. He was like a quarter mile out or whatever. He was live streaming, walking back towards the States or whatever. And as soon as they actually got to him or whatever, they told him to shut off his phone. So then that's where the stream ended. And
don't shut off your phone when that happens, kids. You'll go missing.
He is still detained. Yeah. See, now if that's Michael Malay just told us that he's still being detained. The it had all occurred. It was kind of because he had shown up on stream and a bunch of us were telling, don't do it, just don't do it. Now, though you got away with it once, doesn't mean you're going to get away with it again. And especially under the circumstances, the way things are now, just might not be a good thing. and he tried to do it anyway, and he obviously being detained. And
lo and behold, it wasn't a good idea after all. Some people's kids.
Yeah, right. When we were watching his live stream on Michael Malloy's show, and you could see a train going by on the one side, and all of a sudden you see this helicopter kind of flying around slowly or whatever, and you're like, that's the Canadian Mounted Police helicopter was actually coming around. Right, actually watching them walk back or whatever, and they didn't care. They just still went and they picked them up. I went and I looked it up to see what kind of charges you could get, and it said that you could get 6 months as well as a fine and then immediate deportation afterward back to your country of origin and told to never come back. Ever. Right? So it's like, oh, you're going to hold them for 6 months. You're going to make them work, do some stuff or whatever for them. And then they're going to find them and tell them, go home. Don't come back.
Get some free
Yeah,
labor.
I bet he does need a lawyer. I bet he needs a lawyer very bad.
I mean, you pick now of all times to go messing around in other people's countries.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what, like under your current circumstances, that might be a bad idea to actually go around.
It's like people that just like go ahead and go vacation in Taiwan. That sounds like a great idea. Nancy. Bring your son too, why not?
So hold on one moment.
Sure. Chugging up the choo-choo, ooh, ooh. Just me and you, ooh, ooh, ooh. Do, 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 do. He wouldn't listen to chat. Oh, the guy that disappeared? Yeah. What a stupid person. Like, I don't want to say he's a stupid person because I don't know the dude, but come on. What are you doing? People are just so flippant.
Susie says, was he white?
Was he white?
Yeah, he was.
What do you think, Susie?
Black Sheepdog says, draw a monkey given Biden the pox while monkey is laughing at Kamala.
Brilliant. Why didn't I think of that one?
Nah, I moved my stuff around in here in my office here today or whatever. I kind of turned the computer desk around and did some rearranging so it didn't look like it was a mess for Friday, being that we're going to have cameras. I didn't want it to look like it was like trashed in here or whatever. So I've been kind of playing around with it. And wife just come in here to grab her phone and she's like, still says 7%. I'm like, go around the other side of the desk and see if it's still plugged in. She's like, why wouldn't it be plugged in? It's showing that it's all lit up. I'm like, yeah, that just could be the USB side of it that's actually plugged in. You got to make sure that the power bank's actually plugged plugged into the power bank to give it juice. And she's like, oh, that's stupid.
Accurate.
How it works, right? It is. I didn't hear the answer of you did not. Did you? What? I didn't hear the answer of you but did you get a new screw for the mic stand? Yes, I did. I went down to the Ace Hardware and actually grabbed the pieces that I needed to actually get it fixed temporarily. The Michael Malloy show was wonderful, and he donated like $18 last night or whatever to actually replace the whole boom if I needed to.
Jeez.
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
What a guy, man.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
cool.
He's cool. He's just a he wants to save his money to make it to LA, but he's gonna go and he's gonna, you know, throw money at me to replace a microphone boom.
I guess he really wants it replaced.
Right?
Senor Meloy, hello. How is your
There
Spanish
he is.
coming?
It's
Oh my
AmericaShirts.
goodness. It's the
You
second
don't want to know
coming.
what happened today.
You
You do
Don't
not
want to know what
You
happened.
Just
don't
don't
want to
ask-
know what just happened
Don't
to me.
ask questions. You all probably figure out after we're live, but
No, I've kind of guessed.
little insanity.
JMK says, "Hello, shirts." Or he said, "Hey," but
Hey,
hey,
who was
I want to
it?
save my money to go to LA. I already got my super chat. I sent him a $2 super chat today.
Ah,
Yeah,
That'll fund him.
right. Let's give some of that love back.
sure.
All right.
You said something about a raid.
Yeah, Madcore. I was over on Madcore's stream, and he's like, "You ready to go live yet?" I'm like, "Sure, why not? I'll just go live." So I went live a few minutes early or whatever, so that to catch us raid. So it's just a fun way to push people around the internet without being mean. So we did cover China. We did cover the lady from Saskatoon, and we ended up talking. We were talking about this other guy that had actually friends with the Michael Malloy show that decided to go and walk himself across the Canadian border and got caught.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dumas.
When I did the research on it, it looked like he could potentially get like 6 months in jail, as well as a fine, and then immediately deported. That's what we were talking about for the last 52 minutes.
Oh, Chitty, is that one of the private soldiers of Dr. Anthony Faucism's?
Yeah, he's got the proper breathing equipment. You know, you gotta get the whole setup. Or maybe that's one of the soldiers. He's got the hammer and sickle right there. I don't know if I drew him right, but I got him on here.
That's perfect.
Thank you. I think I did well.
Didn't we?
it's like Fauci talking to himself in the mirror.
That's how he talks every morning.
That's how he
gets up,
talks every morning.
brushes his teeth, does some sit-ups. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
1 dead child, 2 dead children, 3 dead.
What comes after 3? I don't remember. Just know that I'm the science. You, Anthony Fauci, are the science.
Oh, that's funny. So here you go. Let's just do some news here. So it says Israeli alternative Prime Minister Naftali Bennett has issued a strongly worded appeal to President Joe Biden in hopes of convincing the U.S. leader not to re-enter the 2015 nuclear deal with Iran and major world powers as the White House deliberates on the move. I call on POTUS, Biden, and U.S. administration to refrain, even now at the last minute, from signing the agreement with Iran. This agreement will send approximately $250 billion to the Iranian terror administration's pocket and to its regional proxies, and will enable Iran to develop, install, and operate centrifuges with almost no restrictions in a mere 2 years. Bennett, a veteran right-wing politician who served as prime minister for about a year's time between mid-June 2021 and late June of this year, also suggested his administration had been influential in blocking Biden from joining the accord, officially known as Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which has been the subject for 16 months of negotiations among the deal's signatories. Throughout the past year, even when it is very close, we successfully convinced our White House counterparts not to give into Iranian demands. I hope this will remain the case. One way or another, the state of Israel is not a party to the agreement. Israel is not committed to any of the restrictions stemming from the agreement and will utilize all available tools to prevent the Iranian nuclear program from advancing. Israel Prime Minister Yair Lapid, a centrist who served as alternative premier to Bennett before he stepped down amid the dissolution of parliament in June, has yet to weigh in publicly on the matter. Lapid did, however, speak with French President Emmanuel Macron on Monday, and the two discussed the Iranian nuclear issue at length. The prime minister reiterated Israel's opposition to a return to the agreement, as well as the need for clear and unequivocal message that there will be no additional concessions to the Iranians. Emphasized that the Iranians are continuing to conduct negotiations on an offer which has presented as take it or leave it. He also warned that in that offer, there are new elements that go beyond the limits of the original JCPOA. And that it will pave the way to significant investments to flow into Iran's terrorist network to strengthen the Iranian military. Doesn't sound like it's very, a very good deal. It sounds very horrible. Can you give me an opinion, Shirts, real quick? I got something going on.
Oh. Excuse me. Had that like giant frog in my throat,
That's gay.
It's
Not
what?
that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I was looking at something else here. I was listening. I forget where he stopped, if he read this whole page. But this guy is also the same guy that was wanting to talk peace between Russia and Ukraine, and he wanted Putin and Zelensky, I think it was, to meet in Tel Aviv in Israel and meet and talk. I don't understand why Israel is getting involved in all of this, but they like to nose around in a lot of things. He actually flew to Ukraine at one point here in this whole conflict scenario, which is like, what the hell? Why are you flying to Ukraine? In order to talk to Zelensky and talk to all of those people there. So it's like, oh, whoa. There were some Israelis that were not happy about that. Other people that are allies of Israel were not happy about that. This is the guy, of course, who is Prime Minister of Israel after Benjamin Netanyahu. This guy here,
Love
Naftali.
that name.
So, let me read. So they want, just to recap, they want a nuclear conference with Iran. Is that right? agreement, unequivocal message that there will be no additional conflict with Iran. Yeah. So the JCPOA. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Was opposed from the outset, with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu openly breaking with then President Barack Obama over the accord which was established in 2015 following extensive multilateral negotiations involving China, France, Germany, Iran, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. The agreement followed for the lifting of international the agreement allowed for the lifting of international sanctions against Iran in exchange for Tehran, which is the capital of Iran, severely curbing its nuclear activities. So I guess Newsweek is like trying to make Israel seem hypocritical because, well, they have nuclear weapons. Why do they not want Iran to have them? Well, because like Iran is like threatening the whole freaking planet. Like, we're gonna blow y'all's up. And Israel's like, we don't want that, actually.
Shocking.
And then Obama's like, we don't care. And he signs this deal. And by the way, Obama bypassed the legislative branch in signing this deal. This deal is akin to something along the lines of like a peace accord or lowering sanctions or whatever. And like the president just unilaterally just decides to do all this shit. Like that was a major controversy at the time. And my understanding of it is still major. And then, and then of course there, 2018, the then President Donald Trump abandoned the JCPOA, aligning himself with Netanyahu and reimposing sanctions on Iran that hindered the Islamic Republic's trade ties with other parties to the deal. Iran, in turn, began to ramp up nuclear enrichment beyond the caps outlined in the JCPOA. That is bullshit. It did not as much. I mean, there was probably still going on.
They did not.
But I mean, like, JCPOA lets them do all of this and lets them make the nuclear weapons, lets them make all of this stuff without any kind of checks. And then when they're like, no, we're not going to go along with this, we're not going to give them money, we're not going to lower sanctions. Because, again, the other aspect of this is, ladies and gentlemen, in order to have nuclear capabilities, you have to have, like a really strong economy. Well, if all of these other economies in the West want to shut off Iran from themselves, well, that's going to reduce a lot of their economy. Of course, it might force them also to turn to other nations. But as we're seeing, it worked underneath the Trump administration in 2018. Because there in Iran, they've had tons of protests against the government at that time. I remember watching it. There was tons of these people. They were talking about New Persia is what they wanted to call it. And they had a movement for it. And they had people that had escaped Iran in Europe, and they were having meetings and stuff. And they were talking about like Persia or New Persia or something like that. What they wanted to call it. And they were enough with the Iranians. The mullahs in Iran and the regime there, a lot of the people who are tired of it, a lot of people were protesting because the sanctions were so bad against the country that they weren't able to produce a lot of things themselves because of its dictatorial regime. And so the people were like, okay, enough is enough. And they were starting to get very angry and very upset. And the government there was facing a lot of pushback. Lots of pushback. So.
Well, boys, I think it's a good time to sign off. I got stuff tomorrow.
Okay, well, let's do this real quick. We'll give you a full screen here real quick, and you can show us what you got drawn there. Oh, nice. There you go. See AmericaShirts in the middle with the
yeah, it's a little U shirts.
It's a little bit.
There you go. All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate you inviting me on to doodle a little bit. And bye, chat. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate all y'all.
Thank you, Jimmy. Have a good one, bud.
Yeah, thank you.
Later,
Night,
Jimmy.
guys. Toodles.
Ooh, look at me.
Ooh. Yeah, look at you.
Oh,
Oh. So, did you pretty much make it through this article for the most? Get your thoughts across anyway?
I mean, kind of ish. Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
don't know exactly how long the article is, but
Good enough. That's all that matters. Anybody that wants to actually get the complete article, they can hit us up and we can actually get that to you, or I can throw it in description down below. When I start adding, lines in the description, it just seems like the description line gets so fat and really hard to actually follow and go through.
fat, PHAT, fat.
Very large. That
Could you
being
fill
said,
up Whoopi Goldberg with that?
no.
Would that be like one?
I didn't
1,000?
say it would have its own gravitational pull.
Oh well, okay. So we do know things that are larger. Okay.
Yes. No, where the heck what did I do with it?
What did I do? I don't know.
The next article should be something in particular. What in the world?
Oh, Ash says fatical.
Oh. Okay. Really? I can't find the article that I wanted. What the hell?
Sometimes we can't get what we want.
Delete it. Did I? Dang it.
Ditto.
That sucks. So the next one I was going to actually cover was supposed to be Biden signing a particular document today that says that he is actually taking care of $10,000 in student loans from each and every person that it owes.
Really?
I guess lucky for me, he's going to help me out. But, really at the same time, is it going to help me out? Is it going to help anybody else in the long run? I really don't see it actually helping anybody because it's just going to shift the debt from one person to the next. That's all it's going to do. Being a taxpayer, I would almost assume that it would actually, affect me just as much as it would affect anybody else. I just so happen to seriously not have that particular article. I don't. Let me find this real quick. It won't be too hard to find.
Oh, Alan Walsh, pardon me, says he's leaving for the night. Later there.
Later, Alan. Have a good one.
Alan.
We're just booming through the night. That's all. There you go. Joe Biden expected to announce a $10,000 student loan forgiveness program Wednesday. Huh, go figure. Estimated around $300 billion.
Billion dollars.
How many billions of dollars does the average taxpayer have to start paying out? Because, seriously, when it comes down to it, there's so many billions of dollars.
Everything.
Every person owes over $1 billion in taxes next year. Because the people who are most likely to make the best or the most amount of money in their life need to lay taxpayer a foot debt they signed up for, and that'll fix the government's funding colleges.
Then he says F you now.
F you. No. Yeah, no, yeah,
That
like I
was
said,
germs.
my debt's my debt. I don't really expect somebody else to pay it. I really don't. Even though I struggling to do it myself, I really don't expect somebody else to actually have to foot that bill, so that way, it eliminates my debt. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Uncontrollable. Hello, how are you? That's why they hired another 87,000 IRS agents and arming them. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's talking about paid off your debt already? Too bad. No help for you. Here, now you pay off somebody else's. Isn't he only forgiving student loans for people working in the government or something like that? Well, let's read a little closer. Let's see. President Joe Biden is expected to announce much anticipated loan forgiveness program Wednesday. Sources familiar with the plan told the Associated Press. Americans are poised to foot a nearly $300 billion deal with President Biden's expected announcement on Wednesday to forgive thousands of federal student loan debt and extend a repayment pause to next year. So anybody that did owe, you're on pause. So now that you're on pause, you're not required to make a payment. They're not going to actually increase anything that you already owe. There's no new whatever coming up out of it. Pay the shit off. Just pay it off. Get it done and over with while you're on pause, because that's the best time to do it, is when they're not actually increasing anything. I mean, if I could, I totally would, but my debt's ridiculous. So then, according to Penn Wharton budget model, one-time maximum debt forgiveness of $10,000 for borrowers who make less than $125,000. I make way less than $125,000. Will cost around $300 billion for taxpayers. The cost increases of around $330 billion if the program is continued over the standard 10-year window, according to figures. The precise details of Biden's plan were being kept to an unusually small circle within the Biden administration and were still not finalized on the eve of the announcement, sources told the Associated Press. Progressives and liberals have hounded the president to provide broader relief in hard-hit borrowers, while moderates and Republicans have questioned the fairness of any widespread forgiveness. The nation's federal student debt now tops $1.6 trillion after ballooning for years. More than 43 million Americans have federal student debt. This isn't state student debt. This is just the federal stuff. So if you took out loans and you got your you got your Pell Grants, you got your federal loans, and then you got your state loans. It's not going to take care of your state loans. Your state loans are still up to you, but those federal loans that they're going to pay off, which usually were smaller than what the state loans were, it's very interesting how they're going to actually try eliminating $10,000 from people owing, more than half owing less than $20,000. So now more than half of the what was the number of how many people? 43 million. Over half of them owe about 20,000. So if over half of them owe about 20,000, they're going to take 10,000 from them. Means you only owe another 10. While you're on this, next 10 months or whatever, throw $1,000 a month at it if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, obviously you're not going to do it. But if you can afford it, throw the money at it. Throw the money at it and watch it dwindle down as fast as you possibly can. So that way, when it starts back up again, you're not being taxed for anything that you do owe. I really don't see myself ever getting out of debt on mine. I really don't. It's just ridiculous. According to recent analysis from the Committee of Responsible Federal Budget, the $10,000 forgiveness plan would undermine the recently passed Inflation Reduction Act by consuming nearly 10 years of deficit reduction and wipe out disinflationary benefits. Debt cancellation would boost near-term inflation far more than the IRA. $10,000 of debt cancellation could add up to 15 basis points upfront and create additional inflationary pressure over time. It really sounds horrible. I don't see how this is going to actually help anything whatsoever other than individual people that, just so happen to owe just over $10,000 or whatever, and it's going to actually take them down to nothing. They're like, yay, they no longer, so many of them are no longer going to be able to or have to pay whatever out of the 43 million. I'm sure that number is going to reduce dramatically on how many people actually owe $10,000. Hello, Trucker John. How you doing? Let's see here. If you stop giving them money, they'll have to cut stupid shit degrees like gender studies. Oh, yeah. And that's something.
Yeah, it's all just a giant shit show.
Speak up.
Oh, it's all giant shit show.
Yeah,
shite
exactly.
show.
Shite.
The show of shite.
Huge show of shite. Did I not share that?
Sure would.
I didn't share my screen. Yeah, the article I just read.
Yeah, it was sure.
It was okay. I'm just like, it's not there. Did I take it down already?
Yes.
Apparently, my glass of whiskey's talking.
No. Oh, Nancy Pelosi's bottle of vodka talks a lot.
So then, there was an election going on tonight of sorts, some primaries. Head over to that. Here you go. Election night live wire. Florida, New York, Oklahoma lock in party nominees in critical races. Voters in Florida, New York, and Oklahoma vote on Tuesday in key primary runoff and special elections in each state that could say a lot about where the nation is headed going into the midterm elections. In Florida, Democrats will select the gubernatorial nominee between Charlie Crist and Nikki Fried. That one actually went to Charlie Crist. If anybody wasn't already paying attention. So this is to face off against Ron DeSantis in November. Zeldin seeks to make a bid for Democratic nomination in U.S. Senate official and aims to turn her attention formally to Marco Rubio in November. Down ticket in Florida, several interesting congressional primaries from the GOP said in Florida's 7th and 13th districts that the Democratic side of Florida's 10th district are also likely to be interesting. Up in New York, a special election in the 19th congressional district between Republican Molinaro and Pat Ryan could say something about the upcoming midterms. Have you been paying attention to any of this, Shirts?
Not today. I mean, I do know that it's going on, but should look at that website.
Yeah, and that's like if you've been paying attention to, maybe you can actually stop me from reading so much of whatever, and you can actually just say, "Oh, this guy over to this guy." So it says between Republican Molinaro and Pat Ryan could say something about the upcoming midterms. Molinaro victory could yet another flip from Democratic control to GOP control in the special elections. This seat was vacated by former Rep. Antonio Delgado. When Delgado took the job as lieutenant governor from Kathy Hochul, Molinaro winning would slice House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's majority down to just 3 seats and make it very difficult for Democrats to pass any agenda items before the end of the year. GOP voters upstate in the Buffalo suburbs will also select a nominee for the new 23rd congressional district, a nasty primary that has pitted businessman Palladino against GOP chairman Nick Langworthy. Republicans will also have several other interesting primaries statewide, but the main event may be on the Democrat side of the New York City, where 2 longtime Democrats who are also both top lieutenants of Pelosi as island of Manhattan to see who survives. Nadler won his. I don't know why. Just don't get it. Who in the world would want this guy, period? He's horrible.
Nobody does.
But he won. He won his primary. That's what I'm saying. He beat out Maloney on that. So it's just like, you gotta be kidding me right now. Who in the right mind? I just don't get it. Who thinks that guy's that worthless piece of crap is worth anything? Ever. People aren't thinking. They're just not thinking. Jimmy says, it's called cheating. Oh. Well.
I mean,
it's just accusations, though. We have no clue.
in Minecraft, you know, right? Only in Minecraft.
Down in Oklahoma, GOP voters will select the nominee of primary runoff for the U.S. Senate seat being vacated by retiring longtime Senator James Imhoff. Rep. Mark Wayne Mullen and other former president endorsements has surged to the front of the race, but the late-breaking poll suggests that challenger T.W. Shannon might be stronger than he looks. So Mullen looks to make the official to keep Trump's U.S. Senate primary endorsement record perfect this cycle. The polls close in most of Florida about 7 o'clock, Oklahoma around 8 o'clock Eastern, and New York at 9 Eastern. Go figure. So then in New York's 19th special election, Democrats Ryan's lead is now down to less than 8%, with 70% reporting. Update at 10:30, Republican Molinaro is making up serious ground in New York's 19th congressional district. 44% for now. So not everybody's. Do you have a map? Got something with
I do.
more updated numbers? Okay.
Throw
We're gonna stop
some
sharing this, and we'll get
things
those updated numbers up there as opposed to reading through this
around
freely.
here. Do. Okay. Let's start with Florida first. Start with Florida here. Governor DeSantis runs unopposed, so he wins the primary by default. Democrats are Democrats. Nobody gives a shit. I bet.
Well, that's what we want to know. Who's he actually running up against?
Oh well, we have to.
I think we kind of figured that out. I'm pretty sure we.
Senate Val Demings. Oh, that guy. Charlie Crist.
Charlie Crist, right?
For governor there.
So I mean, some of them really kind of apparently like Crist for what he's about. Really don't know why.
Matt Gaetz wins his. This thing says anyway. It is at 97%. Aaron Bean wins for that congressional district for the primary. Corey Millis, this thing says, wins over Anthony Sabatini. I am shocked as hell. How? This guy was super popular. And I have to look. Let me look here. To make sure, because I look at another couple of these websites to make sure that the numbers are inaccurate. Because remember the Arizona one, they were like, oh yeah, all of them are in. Oh wait, whoops. Looks like we whoopsie daisy missed some, and then Kerry Lake took out over top of that. So just making sure nothing like that happened again. Let's see here.
So Chris wins, Valdymians wins. I mean,
Now, another primary that's coming up, I believe it's next Tuesday, is going to be in Nevada. The guy that's running for Senate there is really good, but people are talking about how Nevada is going to still seemingly stay this more of a purple type of an area. Let's see if I can pull this up. Yeah. Where's the map? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. What the heck? No, go away. Advertisements. Sorry, folks. Where? What the hell? There's no map? Yes, I want today website. Not 18 years ago.
This is one that I was kind of interested in, was Anna Paulina Luna. She run her primary election on Tuesday in Florida in the 39th district. She was a Trump appointee. She was actually supposedly supposed to be very good at what she was doing. Speaking of Florida.
Oh, there she is, Anna Luna there. She won 99% of the votes in this thing says. Daniel Webster. Laura Loomer. She did pretty good, but not enough.
Mr. Gates.
Yeah,
he's in Florida as well. It sounds like he staved off his challenges, according to what it's saying. He's projected to stave off primary challenge to former FedEx executive Mark Lombardo, meaning the Florida incumbent is likely to win another term in Congress. I know there's a lot of people that have issues with the particular person because they're like, oh, this, that, and the other. He touched somebody, or he did something with somebody, or his point fingers at somebody because they it sounds like he supposedly did something, when it's all just allegations. There it is. Primary comes as Gates is under investigation for alleged trafficking accusations. He denies. It reports the congressman sought a pardon from Trump, that his campaign paid a lawyer who previously represented a particular man from an island of Epstein. First congressional district includes counties of Okaloosa, Santa Rosa, Walton, and Escambia. So, I mean, it sounds like he, most likely he'll actually, get another round in Florida for House seat.
I don't know. I've always called bullshit on that story. I've never seen enough evidence to prove anything.
Again, it's all allegation. It's just like, oh, you can point fingers at him, but at the same time, if you're not going to come up with some solid evidence, there's nothing you can do about it. It's all just allegation. You need to come up with the solid evidence. You don't get to just say, oh, it sounded like he did that, so he must have done it.
It's like another Michael Jackson type of a deal, or a Bill Cosby type of a deal, where everybody just accepts that everything is that way, when in reality, the court cases and the goings on say otherwise. I know people find that very controversial, but not saying that that's what you believe, Koolfrogg, but
no, that's not true. Not at all. Not certain ones. None of them are allowed. But only having allegations and not actual having, something that's actually, is going to stick, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Just saying. No, not from either side. Nobody. I did have a couple articles about Christ. Apparently, I'm not going to actually cover them because we don't need to.
Let me go to. There's Oklahoma. And again, I'm not familiar with all these people in Oklahoma here, all of their names, but we shall update you. Anywho's. And the other websites I was looking at are not loading for me for whatever reason, so. Okay, there it is. Pull up. Special Senate, Republican Party primary runoff.
Oh, Toyback says I saw proof that Alex Jones said those things. Did Alex Jones actually call out Gates for his supposed alleged
I've never
stuff?
heard that.
You listen to Alex Jones more than I do.
Yeah, like I said, I've never heard that be said by him. So I don't know. But Mark Wayne Mullen says 95% in for the special Senate runoff there.
Space Power Monkey in the house.
Josh.
Only allegations, not actually stick. You don't say.
%52% he wins by, 95% in. Most of these races are pretty well done.
So
State Senate,
the Oklahoma one,
State House.
Who are we looking at out of Oklahoma?
Well, there's a special Senate runoff.
Yeah, because the
And then there's,
person's supposed to actually
House
retire or whatever.
And then here's the House Republican. And again, like I said, I'm not all that familiar with Oklahoma, so I don't know who's the Trump backed and who's not in this. I'd have to look that up. But this is the guy who won for the special Senate seat runoff, because as you said, that what's his face is retiring there. Let's see. Trump backed.
That sounds tasty. Space Power Monkey says 12 hours of slow cooking a pulled pork. Sounds super delicious.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. All right. Well.
Okay, so
that
he's the
being
Trump
said-
guy.
Who's the
Okay,
Trump
so
guy?
The guy who
Mullen?
won here.
The guy that
Yeah.
won?
Yeah.
Oh, another one.
Another one. Now, let's look this guy's name up.
Oh, dang. Toy Box Brain says, don't make me pull my pork for you, monkey. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Toy Box Brain, Toy Box Brain.
Okay, and I believe that this Josh Brecking, or however you pronounce that, he's the Trump bad guy as well. So 2 out of that state. In the Trump bag. In the Trump bag there. Oh, here we go with up in New York here. Up in New York. New York.
There you go.
Let's see here. Kathy Hochul, of course, is won the Democrat side because, again, literally every county. I mean, you know, who can say no to Democrats there? But Lee Zeldin here, the guy that was had an attempted assassination against him on a stage that we all watched a while ago. He's won out with 82% of the vote in at this time. Now, again, 82%, there's still a little bit, but
They gave him a check mark. That's his.
Lieutenant Governor, Antonio Delgado. Oh, whoops. Delgado. Now we're going to the House. Let's see. Nicholas Laloda. Andrew Garabino. Oops. Those two, and that's from Long Island. So these are 2 districts in Long Island. Let me see. Who's the Trump back for these people? Because other than Florida, I am not familiar with any of these 2 states running, of the people that are running for these.
Toy box brand. What in the world, my man? You're all over the board. You don't know where you want to stick it. You don't care. You better watch out.
Oh.
Just saying, be careful. Be careful what you do with it.
I'm not seeing where this guy, Nicholas Laloda, is a Trump guy. And again, this is in New York, so, I mean, you know,
York.
We can take that with a grain of salt there. Sadly. Let me see. It's Andrew fellow. He seems like a rhino, so that's a no. That's 2 districts in Long Island, and of course these districts are like city blocks in frickin' New York City. Oh wait, well there's 2 others in Long Island there. And these 2 are like frickin' almost in New York City there. That one's in New York City, and so that one's outside it. So all Democrat. Oh, Brandon Williams here. 92% of the vote in. 92% of the vote in here, and they haven't called him.
No check mark next to somebody?
Oh, that's a Democrat side.
Oh, no check marks on the Democrat side? Yeah. Oh, well.
No. Yeah, right.
None,
like, oh well. No,
none needed.
No, right. Let's see about this guy. As I said, sorry, but I'm not familiar with these people, so I have to look and see if they are MAGA people or not.
All right. Well,
I mean, anywho's,
there's some
I guess
I'm just going to say, so, that being said, that's pretty much what's going on with the primaries right now. It did sound like there's going to be some more coming up next week, Tuesday. Could be very interesting. Like you said, there's a Nevada one coming up as well as others.
Brandon Williams there is a MAGA guy.
Nice.
He won. So there you go. Got a MAGA guy there.
Across the board, mega. There's nothing you can do to actually change that. It just seems like everybody's finally waking up to the issues, and they're like, nah. Joe Biden screwing around and finding out. It had the tendency of happening when you go and you ramshackle through billions and billions of dollars, feeding it to places like Ukraine, and all the stuff that they're spending here in the States, for IRS agents to paying off student loans to whatever, it just almost anything you can think of. All of these random things add up very quickly, and people are going to start, looking very differently at what's going on, and they'll be like, nah, don't want that. Koolfrogg primaries left Massachusetts on the 6th of September, Rhode Island on the 13th of September, Delaware on the 13th as well, and New Hampshire on the 13th. So those could be some interesting, pay attention to,
Nick
places like Rhode Island and
Langworthy
Delaware.
is another guy that's a Republican that I was showing there, and he looks like he might be Trump. But I don't see any formal endorsement, but he looks like he might be.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Act MAGA people. So, that being said, let's kind of kick some other stuff around here for a little bit. I think I'm going to do a window like I did last night. And we'll just kind of read through some of it, skip back and forth. So there you go. More whistleblowers come forward against an out-of-control FBI. See if I can make that slightly bigger. Claims against the integrity of the FBI have been rolling out. The accusations are piling up. There have been multiple misconduct claims against the FBI following the Bureau's raid of the Trump's Florida estate. The particular agents who participated in the raid on Trump's home in Florida have been accused of misdeeds. The raid itself seems to have been based on documents Mar-a-Lago being classified from former President Trump stated he declassified them himself as president, and that no raid was needed when Trump was willingly followed the current administration's requests regarding the documents. But prior to FBI's raid of Trump's estate, a string of whistleblowers had come forward with accusations of political bias against senior FBI officials. Multiple instances are questionable acts have caused a closer look at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The accusations are nothing new. Time reported in 2018, a PBS NewsHour survey in April of 2018 showed a 10-point drop from 71 to 61% in the prior 2 months among Americans who thought the FBI was just trying to do its job. An 8-point jump from 23 to 31 among those who thought it was biased against the Trump administration. The Times report has listed multiple concerns with the agency and claims of not knowing high-level agents and administrators, but now it seems that some within the agency are more willing than ever to come forward and testify to unethical practices. The Washington field office, which sent the agents to Florida to raid Trump's estate, was included in facing its own set of allegations. The FBI is completely out of control, and its culture and structure need to change. Not only is the political bias completely out of control and distinguishedly obvious, the FBI knows they will not be held accountable for their illegal behavior and misconduct, said one whistleblower in a letter to Rep. Louis Gohmert of Texas of the House Judiciary Committee. The whistleblower had alleged the FBI Director Christopher Wray ignored her allegations of misconduct. Former Assistant Director of FBI Counterterrorism Division, Executive Assistant Director of National Security Branch, Jill Sanborn faced an accusation earlier this month that she had improperly classified cases as domestic violent extremist to support a Biden administration narrative that such cases were the superlative threat facing the nation. One former insider who now works to uncover corruption in the FBI gave some insights. Kurt is something or other, a former FBI agent and whistleblower who now legally represents others, told the Times that similar cases occurred nationwide, especially around the holidays. Every Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's a number of field offices, and the SAC picks somebody from everybody to follow because it helps them with their metrics. So they pick somebody to scrutinize, often without merit, from wherever, and that's the bad guy. You need to follow and put your assets on. The former agent dubbed the target as Turkey Day Terrorist. This guy went on to discuss claims by clients at the Salt Lake City office that the agents were faced pressure to sign false and misleading affidavits. Just the news reports, if your affidavit kind of mischaracterizes something, agents shouldn't be pressured to sign. They should be pressured to sign correct and truthful affidavits. You have to have so many terrorism cases per year in your office, or else you fail. So they would come to us, and I don't care if it's got a merit or not, just open it up. We only have 9 and we need 10 or for me to pass. Sounds interesting that, whistleblowers are coming forward and actually calling it out for what it is. One legislator has had enough and called for those who know to come forward against corruption. Following the raid, the Trump's family home, Wisconsin GOP Ron Johnson put out a call for FBI whistleblowers to come forward with misconduct concerns. Ohio GOP Jim Jordan said that 14 whistleblowers had contacted his office following the raid. FBI field offices in Miami, Salt Lake City, Buffalo, and Newark face accusations that the upper management coerced agents to sign false affidavits, inflated terrorism caseloads to improve their apparent performance, engaged in illicit activities, or concealed those of others, according to the Washington Times. One whistleblower said that the senior agents running the field office face pressure to increase the number of caseloads each year due to the way the Bureau evaluates their performance, and that this has led to illicit practices. It's basically a report card for him. So at the end of this 2-year term as an SAC, he gets moved to a better position down in Washington, and everything focuses around his metrics. You have too many. You have to say many terrorism cases per year in your office, or else you fail. So, go figure. They have to actually make up something if there's nothing there. If there's nothing there, they're like, well, let's see what we can do to actually come up with, concoct a case, follow somebody that doesn't need to be followed. Let's, create troubles where there are none. Whistleblowers, Malloy, explain yourself. Anyone know how much the FBI gets paid for their investigations? I could imagine it's probably a pretty penny.
I don't know. At least I don't remember right now.
Right. No, and it doesn't matter, but pretty much what it comes down to is there's whistleblowers out there that are actually calling it out, and they're actually telling you that, hey, if there's nothing there, there's no case. They're going to create something so that they have somebody to follow. And they need to have 10 cases. They need to have 10 cases at all points in time. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
In other words, abolish the FBI.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Let's see here. DOJ announces indictment against GOP state rep in kickback scheme. This old man. The FBI has arrested Tennessee Republican lawmaker and his former chief of staff after being charged with an alleged bribery and kickback scheme. Former Tennessee state rep Glenn Casada, 63, and his former chief of staff, Cade Cawthron, 35, were indicted in Monday by federal grand jury for allegedly engaging in fake mailing program to constituents designed to enrich themselves. In February, former state rep Robin Smith pled guilty for her role in the scheme and agreed to cooperate with the government. I intend to cooperate fully as a witness with the federal government and do whatever I can to assist the government in this regard, she said. Department of Justice announced the indictment on Tuesday. Tennessee State Representative Glenn Quesada of Franklin, Tennessee, and his former chief of staff, Cade Cawthorn, 35 in Nashville, were indicted on federal grand jury yesterday and charged with conspiracy to commit following offenses: theft from programs receiving federal funds, bribery, and kickbacks concerning programs receiving federal funds, honest services wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering. And both were arrested at their homes this morning by FBI agents and will make initial appearances before the U.S. magistrate judge later today, the Department of Justice said in a press release. The 20-count indictment unsealed this morning also with using a fictitious name to carry out a fraud, theft concerning programs receiving federal funds, 8 counts of money laundering, 6 counts of honest services wire fraud, and 2 counts of bribery and kickback. According to the indictment, beginning in around October 2019, Quesada, while representing Tennessee House District 63, Cawthorn and another conspirator, also a number of Tennessee House representatives, engaged in fraudulent scheme to enrich themselves by exploiting Quesada and the other conspirators' official positions and legislators to obtain state approval of Phoenix Solutions as a mailer program vendor to provide constituent mail services to members of the Tennessee General Assembly. Quesada, Cawthorn, and other conspirator further sought to obtain state funds for Phoenix Solutions, Quesada's political consulting business and political consulting business owned by the other conspirator. It was further part of a conspiracy for Quesada and the other conspirator to enrich themselves by obtaining bribes and kickbacks from Cawthorn in exchange for securing the approval of Phoenix Solutions as a mailer program vendor. So, corruption everywhere. It's not just one side. It's two sides. It's multiple-sided, arguments when it comes down to who's creating, who's committing fraud. Doing this stuff is not right in any aspect whatsoever. People thinking that it's okay because, I'm a government agent, they're wrong. Just totally wrong. And this guy and his assistant are both being charged. They're done. Thoughts? No?
Well, I do have another thing that I threw up there from Just the News. Sorry, I'm kind of out of it today. Not a very good day.
Oh, it's fine.
Not a very good day.
I thought I actually had that up. I pulled it out. You can pull it out if you're interested. Documents show Biden White House involvement in Trump criminal probe. I don't know what. I thought I had. See, I'm not going to do this. I had this stuff in order, and things are not in order all of a sudden for whatever reason.
No.
Yeah. There you go. Supreme Court issues rare emergency order on elections ahead of midterm elections. The Supreme Court issued an emergency ruling on Friday that sided with black voters who challenged Georgia's system for electing members of the State Public Service Commission, which regulates public utilities in the state. Court watchers consider the move to be a rare example of conservative court siding with voters over state officials in dispute regarding election rules. Election litigation usually moves quickly. Often a lower court will issue a preliminary ruling mere days or weeks before the election, leaving little time for the losing side to pursue a full-fledged appeal. In those circumstances, the losing side might file an emergency request asking the Supreme Court to put the lower court's ruling on hold, a procedure known as asking for a stay while the normal appeal is pending. Yeah, go figure. So, you can't just go do whatever you want to do. The unsigned order from the Supreme Court left the door open for the state's Republican officials to try again to get Georgia rules for electing the commission revived for November's election. However, late Friday, Georgia indicted in a court filing that it would not ask again for the appeals court to halt the trial judge's orders before November election. The case began when a group of black leaders sued the state, claiming the Republican-controlled General Assembly approved a redistricting plan last year that dilutes the vote in 2 of the 5 PSC districts. Oh. So, you got a couple of people that are very upset with, redistricting in Jersey, and it happens on both sides. Again, not a one-sided issue, but these guys in Georgia are actually going to go ahead and they're going to try bringing up, these people. And I could see something, some strangeness happening out of this coming midterm election. Stop sharing this for a minute. Did you pull up that other article?
Here. I mean, it basically says the same thing that you just read off. I'm just not really with it today.
Okay.
It basically says the same thing. I mean, maybe I'll go over my opinion about it tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just really not.
Just not with it. No, that's fine. So Steve Bannon endorses Margie Taylor Greene for Speaker of the House. Whether his endorsements, are actually going to be something to actually look at or not is kind of interesting in itself. But it looks as though he's actually, trying to push Margie Taylor Greene as the Speaker of the House. It could be very interesting if she's the Speaker of the House and what actually comes out of the House. If she's Speaker, dang well that bill that she actually pushed at the very beginning of that of this this term for Joe Biden. Remember what the first thing that she actually put up there?
What?
Impeachment. Remember? Do you remember her first thing that she actually did when
yeah.
She put up impeachment papers. And now she's being endorsed as Speaker of the House. If she's being endorsed as Speaker of the House and she actually picks up that seat, what happens to that first thing that she did during this? She filed that impeachment papers. Could be
Go ahead with it, Marjorie.
Continue doing what you're doing, Marjorie. You're doing just fine. Go ahead. Take him out. Take him out of office immediately. Impeach the whole administration and remove them from their powers. Remove them from all their powers. Cancel out every single executive order that had actually been written and start over.
Can't keep going like this, folks. We gotta get
it would
him out.
be an epic troll if she made Speaker of the House. It totally would. It'd be so much fun to see this happen.
Then the first woman partial president would be Marjorie Taylor Greene if we got her in to that position of Speaker and got rid of Biden and Harris.
Oh, right.
And then it'd be like, ha, first woman, ha, ha, ha. Screw you.
with them ultra MAGA eyes.
Right, the ultra MAGA. She has the ultra MAGA eyes, and then Trump comes in with his obviously nuclear MAGA eyes because, he had the nuclear kids. So,
Sinbad says payback is a bitch. How do I get a hold of chatting with her? Yeah, right, Mr. Malloy. I'd love to see that. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. The opportunities for memes would be endless. Yeah, you betcha. You betcha. That'd be It would be so epic. It would be so crazy. So, like I was saying earlier, like I said, this stuff got kind of knocked out of whack for whatever reason. It's both sides that are having issues. So this guy just picked up his primary again tonight. But look at that. Top Jerry Nadler staffer has been violating federal law for years. Again, it's probably allegations, but at the same time, who gets to get away with something and who doesn't? This government that we're looking at right now is horse shit all the way around. Everyone's corrupt. Everyone's causing trouble. That's why I kind of like Donald Trump, because he's not any of that. He is simply his own person, and he's willing to actually drain both sides of the swamp. Of course, Nadler has a whole lot to say about the problems in the United States in general, but his dilemma is the common people having sovereignty over their own lives. But something very interesting is emerging about Nadler. Top Jerry Nadler staffer is violating federal law for years. Complaint alleges. Again, it's all allegations. You can point your fingers at anybody you want. Until you actually have solid evidence, it doesn't matter who the hell you are. So most likely nobody paid attention to any of this as they elected this guy to his spot yet one more time. Because, why not? Let's put him in the primaries because, that's what it is. This is so stupid and ridiculous all at the same time. So, couple of staffers violating federal laws is nothing. Yeah, whatever. A slap on the wrist. The Michael Malay show. You would love to see me chat with her? I meant chat one-on-one with her. Wow, I get to crash and burn. That sucks for me. If I only looked like Tom Cruise, she would be putty in my hands. And I am talking about silly putty. I didn't say I wanted to talk to her. I just said that'd be interesting to actually see you talk to her. Because, I'd watch. I'd totally watch that. That'd be great. Oh, look at that. Joni Ernst sounds alarm over Biden administration harassing gun owners. I mean, both sides are just shit right now. She's so pretty, though. Look at that gray hair. That's wonderful. Wrote a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland on Tuesday, sounding the alarm over whether the Biden administration is harassing and
you're not
coercing.
sharing anything, by the way.
Well, fucking A. Do I need to?
Oh, you were saying like, oh, look at her. I was like, oh, I thought you wanted to.
Okay, here you go.
You wanted to share.
I think she's pretty. She's got some really nice hair, but let that natural gray come out. This is my thought. Let's see. So where was I? Sounding the alarm over whether the Biden administration is harassing and coercing firearm owners into legally dubious investigations. Ernst sent a letter to Garland regarding the Department of Justice Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives investigation of potential straw purchases or when one person buys a gun on behalf of someone else. The Iowa senator said that while the straw purchases remained concerning, she raised deep concerns with the recent news reports of viral videos that the ATF may be harassing and intimidating gun purchasers. The reports suggest that the ATF may be engaging in knock and talk investigations in which federal agents engage in dubious tactics with American citizens. Ernst set out her reasoning in the letter is obtained by Breitbart News. And all the knock and talk incidents is brought to my attention. None involve the presentation of a warrant. Simultaneously, multiple ATF agents dressed in official ATF gear, including bulletproof vests, did not inform the resident's purchaser optional nature of his or her participation in the brandishing of the requested firearm. The combination of these factors calls into question whether ATF's actions are meant to harass or coerce firearm purchasers into, at best, legally questionable investigations. So, it really sounds like, ATF agents are actually crossing a line of doing what they want as opposed to, just doing what is actually meant to be done. They're not supposed to actually go onto your property without forewarning. They're not supposed to come and knock at your door. There's no reason for them to do this. There's no reason for them to actually walk around and try talking to people without a warrant and ask to see their weapons. If somebody comes to your door and asks you to see your weapons, you can simply say no, especially if they don't have a warrant. Yeah, Memento Mori. My dad bought me my first shotgun when I was 13. Man, times have changed. My dad actually having multiple shotguns or whatever in the house, and we were able to go hunting with them, whatever. There was no question about, who had what, when, or why at all.
Yeah, that just sounds like a bunch of white supremacist stuff to me there,
Sounds like you people need to go to jail.
Yeah, well, because you own a gun. Wow. Were you drinking today? Because now you can't have a gun. Wow.
Yes, I was drinking today. Always drink. Drink likes to fuck you.
Oh, it's 12 first time I shot.
It's the only way I make it through today.
My ass. I switched up to a rifle. Michael Malloy says his wheelchair is on fire. Help me. Are you okay, sir?
Oh boy.
If you're not okay, please let us know that if you're not okay, and we can,
because that sounds like a problem.
Yeah, it sounds like a problem. If there's an issue, that big of an issue, please send us an address. We'll call the fire department for you. So to move on, Michigan jury convicts 2 men of conspiracy to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Federal jury today convicted 2 men charged with connection with conspiracy to kidnap the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer. Adam Fox of Wyoming, Michigan, and Barry Croft Jr. of Baird, Delaware, were found guilty of conspiracy to kidnap the governor and conspiracy to use weapons of mass destruction against persons or property. Croft was additionally convicted of knowingly possessing an unregistered destructive device, specifically an improvised explosive wrapped in pennies for shrapnel. That sounds kind of dangerous. Sounds kind of really dangerous. I know we're moving on pretty quick here. We're not going to sit here and stick around very much longer. There's a couple interesting things to come up here, though. So here's Paul Pelosi pleads guilty to DUI and gets no additional jail time after crashing his Porsche into Napa Valley.
Oh, yes. There's video of the dash cam.
There is. It's right here.
There we go.
That is.
Oh, we can't hear anything.
Oh, go figure. Go figure.
I got it on another thingy here, I think. Don't I? Where'd it go here?
I gotcha.
Here we go.
Out if you want.
Oh, there we go.
Before I'll let you start. You can try the test with both feet. So I'll give you like a pre-trial run, for lack of a better term. You can try it with both feet, see which one you feel more comfortable with, and then once you're ready, just let me know. Are you sure you could complete the test? Okay. I really don't want you to fall over and hurt yourself. That's the last thing I'm. Right, but that's the feature. The whole purpose of the test is grabbing onto a crow car.
Susie says, "Watch out, TMZ may ding you." We won't hit the 6 hours. If they do, I'll just remove the video from it. It's fine.
You seem pretty shaky on your legs, and I don't want you to fall over. So.
This has been plastered all over the internet.
Right. Well, just based on what I'm seeing, I don't feel comfortable having you perform the test because I don't want you to have the potential to fall over and hurt yourself. That's not what I'm trying to accomplish.
Memento Mori says, "If that was any of us, we would still be locked up."
Correct.
I didn't play the TMZ one. I played.
Now, is there more? Ah, 9 minutes total.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Sinbad says, "Farron showed it earlier. We're safe." Okay.
All done with him. So basically, what he said is he was going northbound. He saw a glimmer of light go across, and then he just felt intense. So he said he was coming from Napa, going towards Southgate. That is it with him. So my partner said he did speak to you, and he did smell a little bit of alcohol coming from your breath. So I just want to make sure I confirmed with him that he wasn't under the influence. I just want to make sure you're not under the influence as well. So what I'd like to do is just ask you a couple voluntary questions and do a couple of voluntary tests. Are you okay with that? Okay. Prior to the crash, was there anything wrong with your vehicle? No. Are you sick or injured in any way? Are you diabetic or epileptic?
Yeah, he's married to Nancy.
Do you take insulin? And do you have any physical impairments in your arms, legs, back, shoulders, anything like that? Okay. Okay.
Space Power Monkey says, "Fox ran it while calling it corrupt that it only appeared after the sentencing." Go figure.
And when was the last time that you slept? So, yeah. So I
Jerem
apologize
says,
in advance.
"DUI
These
is
questions
fucked up,
are very strange. Those are
irresponsible,
questions
and
that I
can
read
lead
off
to
of a little
death."
card that we're given.
On the other side of that,
Some of them
the
might
most
seem a
common
little odd.
misdemeanor aside from drug possession, if he didn't hurt anyone, I'm okay forgetting it. Well, to a point.
And how many hours
To a
would
point.
you estimate?
You still get the same charge that everybody else gets when you're a high
And when was the
official
last
like
time you
this
consumed
guy.
any food?
I mean, I know he's not in office, but because his wife is or whatever, he gets to get away with certain
About
things.
11,
It's not fair.
no, around what
He should get just the same amount of charges as anybody else.
And okay, 8 o'clock. And what did you have to eat?
Yeah, he did hit somebody. Exactly.
Yeah, he actually got an injury on his hand.
What
Exactly. Take your lumps, make it fair.
That sounds pretty
It's
delicious.
disgusting that they're allowed to actually get away with doing whatever because oh well,
You were obviously the
nobody
one
needs
driving the vehicle,
whatever.
and nobody else
It just
was
doesn't make
controlling it
sense.
somehow.
Everybody
We
should get the same charge.
And by no, you mean yes, you were the one driving.
we are loyalty
By no,
here.
you mean yes, you were the one driving.
You peasants don't get the same treatment.
And where were you?
There are
from
some
originally
people
before this?
that are above the law. It's some of us. It's not you.
And then where were you headed to? And do you know where you're stopped at right now?
Space Power Monkey says, aren't Democrats talking about how the laws apply fairly? Weird how Trump gets raided, but you can hit someone driving drunk, and that's fine. Yeah.
And I know you mentioned to my partner you had a drink earlier. What was it that you had a drink?
Memento says, I'm glad I don't drink anything harder than beer anymore. I cringe at the thought of going through something like this. Well, to be fair, drinking enough beer can do the same thing. So, I mean, it's just added water.
Was it?
So I don't drink beer and I drink whiskey.
What type of wine was it?
Okay. Never wanted to come out of the blackout. I'm moving beer.
So you said the glass of champagne was before dinner at the same place?
TR, I did read that. Yeah, it's pretty much different in every single state. Every state has their own, their own way of actually, It came from Minnesota, where like first offense, yeah, it was a misdemeanor. They did take your license for 6 months. Second time you did it, they took it for a year and a half. And to get it back, you had to actually have an installed whatever breathalyzer or whatever for the next 6 months. Third time, you have the breathalyzer installed in your vehicle for 2 years after being unlicensed for 2 years. So I mean,
Do you feel any effects from
only
the
reason I
drink
know
right
that is because I had a brother that was stupid enough to get caught third time.
now? Did you happen to bump your head at all during the accident? Since the accident occurred, have you consumed anything as far as water?
Space Power Monkey. I had some 18-year whiskey to toast of Fauci's downfall. That's funny.
Yeah.
Are you under the care of a doctor or a dentist for any specific reason other than just regular doctor visits? Use that thing all the time. We're like part-time animal control too.
There's germs. Second offense in Arizona is 6 months in jail. Third time is felony and a year. Everybody's so much different. It's fun.
And have you consumed any medicine or any drugs as of today? How many medications do you generally take on a day basis? Do any of them?
Sinbad says Rhode Island is so pro Pelosi. We got a slap on the wrist. Supposedly lost license for 6 months, and we'll have an alcohol breath
Do you
monitor.
remember? Do you know what you take it for?
Cheryl says my ex tried to have his blow and go installed on my car. I said, nope. Yeah, good call. Good call.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Koolfrogg, do you think he got this drunk just by kissing Nancy?
Probably.
I hope that he would actually think about it twice before actually
as far as
kissing
the
Nancy, and
medication,
that's why he was drinking.
all the ones that you've consumed today, were, when was the last time that you consumed it? What time? You say you take 8 o'clock? Do you feel any effects right now from any of those medications? And then have you had any surgeries recently?
Another 50 some odd seconds left.
Okay, no problem.
Susie says, and being on medication? What an asshat. You know? But it's Paul Pelosi, so, you know, he gets to get away with it as long as he wants. I'm not going to play this other one from TMZ. I think we get the point. Last thing that I had was this fight at the Chuck E. Cheese. You guys hear about the Chuck E. Cheese birthday party? AmericaShirts, are you still with me?
Maybe.
So, children around at a Chuck E. Cheese, and adults can't do anything but fight each other. That looked dangerous. You can see that she just got punched and she laid out. Dude sitting there carrying around a baby like it's, you know, by its arms, like it's nothing. Security guards are getting involved.
Good grief.
I figured we'd end with a laugh.
God.
And of course, you know, look at the whole everybody that's there. Take in the picture of everybody. Look at every single person. Only the security guard was white. Everybody else was of a different community, supposedly. And that's all they know how to do is argue and fight with each other. So then real quick, before you leave that there, I'll pull you up in a second. What happened afterwards is this large fight. Chuck E. Cheese leaves 2 adults charged. There you go.
Holy crap.
Those 2. 48-year-old Zeller Dixon and 26-year-old Deshaun Grant. They made her take her weave off. 2 people have been charged with a large brawl at the Chuck E. Cheese. Let's see what authorities said that they responded to a large fight at a kids' restaurant on August 20th. They're also informed that someone at the location had a weapon. Officers arrived. They were met with a large crowd arguing and attempting to attack one another. According to the redacted report obtained by Fox television stations, officers detained at least 2 people, one who reportedly hit a security guard and another who was reportedly instigated. The security guard told officers he was trying to put handcuffs on one of the people when he was assaulted with a closed fist. One of the suspects, whose name is redacted, said his girlfriend had assaulted by 2 unknown men. He said he tried to intervene and tried to get the security guard to help, but claimed he didn't hit the guard. He said the guard misidentified him when the police arrived. The report further stated that the guard could not later identify who hit him. Officers said that they tried to clear the restaurant and the crowd continued to verbally threaten and attempted to attack one another. Police say the third suspect, Sierra Judge, was arrested for disobeying orders to stop approaching other people cursing and yelling. She was cited with breach of peace and later released. According to online court records, Grant posted a $400 bond, but he and Dixon were both released, are expected for court next month. That's what you get. Just screw around, get in a fight, and find out what happens.
Ridiculous.
At a kid's restaurant. I see I think Princess said something about the only thing worth fighting over is the cheese. I don't know. Not so positive. Only thing worth fighting over at the Chuck E. Cheese is the pizza. I really don't even think that's even worth fighting over. It's not that good. I've been to a couple of them. I find them gross and disgusting. Koolfrogg, they fucked around and found out. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Is that they just sit there and screw around, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Oh, right there at the Chuck E. Cheese, that's what they're doing, playing the stupid games and trying to win stupid prizes.
So I guess the adults decided to get involved.
Right. They're like, oh, I want better prizes. Let's punch each other. Swear at each other.
Jeez.
And Germ says, I'd throw a ski ball at someone for some pizza.
Oh, God.
I'd do that. I don't Chuck E. Cheese. No. He says, I'm hungry.
Oh, well. Oh, this is Nancy Pelosi's response to the DUI.
So, House Drinker, what happened? Well, many of you know, my husband, Paul, was kidnapped by the police after being hit by a drunk Trump supporter. But your husband was the one who was drunk. Allegedly. Allegedly? Yeah, allegedly. Whatever happened to the innocent shall prove guilty. Why didn't he call an Uber? Because we're rich. That's why. We can do whatever we want. Okay, but your husband was drinking and driving. He could have hurt someone. Did he? No. This is all just a smear campaign from Trump. My husband wasn't drunk. He wasn't? No. My husband is a saint. Those racist police officers kidnapped my rich husband and used excessive force. He's lucky to be alive.
I know. After that video,
Thank you, George, for watching out for my husband, Paul. Miss you. Miss you every day.
So this is all Trump's fault?
Of course this is Trump's fault. Remember when I got my hair done and I wasn't wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Totally Trump's fault.
Okay.
And remember when everybody found out about my insider trading deal? Yeah. Trump's fault too. And remember when my husband was arrested for no reason?
Let me guess. Trump's fault?
Yes. It's all Trump's fault. My husband was hit by a Trump supporter and wrongfully arrested by racist cops who charged him because of his skin color and lifestyle choice. I'm gonna fight this. My poor Paul has been through so much. He was on his way to donate a Porsche to the kids so they could have baby formula. And the cops kidnapped him for no reason. We need to defund the police. And I am going to impeach Donald Trump. No more questions.
No more questions.
The eyebrows. Yes. So, as you heard, we're rich. We can do whatever we want. So, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. All that being said, I think we should just 2.5 hours. I think we're all right. Anybody has anything else that they'd actually like to bring up? We'll give you a few minutes to actually say something, ask some questions before we actually do go away. Have anything else that there could be that I think could be fun to actually talk about? Maybe we can actually wake up AmericaShirts. I think he must have stayed up too late last night. TR says, that funny over there. Melissa Jane, what's up? How you doing? You just showed up right at the end of the show. That's awesome. If you have any questions or any thoughts that you'd like to actually ask of us, we can actually try answering questions.
Throw a like to the video.
Yeah, definitely hit up that like button for me.
Well, while we're waiting, I mean, I can just, take this lovely opportunity to shield myself because, hey, why the hell not? Go to AmericaShirtsAreFirst.com. That's AmericaShirts are first.com and get yourself the newest, the brand newest Abolish the FBI t-shirt. Join the movement. Let's get rid of these bastards because we don't really need them anymore. They're freaking nuts.
I've seen that. Mr. Richard Cruz. Look, if you want to come in here into my chat and you want to create some drama, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. You can come talk to me. But when you pick on one of my mods or anybody else in my chat, no, that's not how it happens. I've been on Mr. Malloy's show several times. What you had seen was not him. You had seen some other chat members that were actually creating fake accounts and doing what they want. Anybody under the age of 18 on his show ever. Period. Stop it.
I mean, what the hell are these trolls?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Princess.
I mean, I don't even think, is Mike even here anymore? Is Mike Malloy even here anymore? Like, what the hell? I don't even think he's in the chat.
I don't know. He's a mod.
He may have had to bug out.
Bring it. That being said, if you want to support me immediately, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Koolfrogg. If that doesn't work out for you, there is a PayPal link down in the description. All that being said, make sure you check out Rumble links and Locals links. I know I've been promising for a while now. Yes, I am going to do something on the Locals. It will happen sooner than later.
Locals?
It should happen very soon here. I just need to figure out a day and time that I actually have the time to actually do that. I think maybe I might have to take a second day off out of the 7 days of the week to actually maybe do that as opposed to doing anything else. Or maybe I'll do it. We'll start this show late by an hour and do a Locals first. Something has to happen. We'll see. TR says, Koolfrogg, did you see NASA is launching a moon rocket Monday? 8:33 a.m. unmanned mission around the moon and back to test the Artemis capsule. Interesting. Fun.
Didn't know that. Have to pull that up for tomorrow, I guess.
All right, everybody.
Oh, I thought I cut out there.
No, yeah, we can do that. We can figure something out. I once saw Mike Malloy save an entire bus of blind quadriplegic mentally impaired children from chemical leak caused by billionaire CEO. He's a great guy. No,
Right, exactly. I remember,
exactly.
everybody-
He
who
is.
can
He's a
forget that?
great guy. So anybody that has an issue with Michael Malloy and they want to come around here, causing trouble, bring it to me. Come talk to me. You're in my chat, not his. Why do they want to go to the moon again? There's nothing there. uh, maybe to stick another fake flag up there. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? What you looking at?
Private. Somebody just sent me something. And I was like, what the heck is this?
Ah.
TR says they want to build a space station orbiting the moon as a rifling station. To Gato Sea. Okay. Sounds interesting.
As a refilling station.
Oh, I read that wrong. As a refilling station to go to Mars. Interesting. Noel the Real 9, Koolfrogg, got no problem with you, but Mr. Malloy has been antagonizing a group of college kids with his Trumper hat. Oh, okay. Here, let's do this. Here you go. Right there.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. I don't really care. I have no problem with him doing whatever he wants to do, period. Have fun. Please.
Oh, hey, by the way, I also have this just as another great little thing to add in here while we're at it. Little bit of nuclear MAGA there. Just a slight amount there, folks. It's a little bit of the nuclear MAGA mode going on.
See that black
So
sheepdog?
wonderful.
And when you mess with the frog, you mess with the froggy people. Feeling froggy? Jump, motherfucker. Don't matter. All you needed to see was what I had showed. It was pretty much get wrecked.
Yeah, it's with some nuclear MAGA energy going on over here, folks.
I mean, here
he had to hide his nuclear MAGA eyes, as you can see. When Trump releases it, it's pretty shocking. Sends a night. It's pretty really big shockwave there. So don't mess with the nuclear MAGA.
We'll do it again. There you go. You want to see it larger? There you go. You see that? See that? That's how much I give a crap about what somebody has to say about Trump. Get wrecked.
Perfect. Yeah, TR says, yeah, get wrecked. Lol, do they not know most of us are Trump supporters here? Lol. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, hello, this is MAGA Central here.
Bring your shit somewhere else because we don't give a fuck.
This is nuclear MAGA Central here, folks. I mean, I mean, You're not gonna really. You can't get around that. Yeah, yes, Ash, it is beautiful, isn't it? I love this picture so much. I saw this like 4 days ago. I was like, oh my God, it's so perfect.
Well, my hat's on the way. Just wait. Just wait. Because thinking after Friday, because it's tinfoil hat day, and I'll be turning on the camera for it. And there's a reason why I cleaned the way I did, and I actually set things up the way I did. So that way, as I have a hat on, y'all can see me. The next day, most likely, I'll be wearing my, well, maybe not. I don't think it's going to be here in time. But soon enough, I will be wearing a MAGA hat. Just to tell everybody else, get wrecked.
You think Mike Malloy would appreciate this? Just send this over to him. Throw that up there every now and then, you know? Nuclear MAGA. Oh, it's perfect.
Been antagonizing people by wearing a hat. Oh no.
Cry me a river.
Princess Lamau, these kids are so soft. I see potato supporters wearing his gear all the time, and it just mind my business without comment because freedom of choice, motherfucker.
It's so stupid.
I don't care if it's a Discord group, if it's his YouTube channel, or if it's his freaking ass. It doesn't fucking matter. Fuck off.
So he goes on to
who cares
Discord
what he
group
does?
and puts a picture of
You're coming
Donald
in
Trump
here
hat.
and trolling me. Do you think I give a crap what you have to say?
I mean, I have a picture of nuclear MAGA on the screen. I don't know. I mean, he just has a hat.
That's an awesome fro. TR, back in my day, we called those people crybabies. Yep, go ahead, whine, cry all you fucking want. I don't care.
Never Trumpers of St. Bernardino, whatever.
Yep, see, there you go, Trucker John. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a Democrat, and I don't mind hanging out with you dudes. Exactly. That's exactly it. It doesn't matter what you, because we believe in our own ways. We also let you believe in your own ways. We're not going to tell you what you can and can't do.
Just
That's
be careful
up to you.
If you're a Democrat politician, you might get hit by the nuclear MAGA wave. And there's probably not going to be too much left politically, of course.
Princess, I miss my Uncle Trump shirt. On Friday. Yeah. I'm going to put you at the top of the list. Make sure that you make it onto the show. Like I said, it's going to be packed. There's going to be so many people around.
It's going to be shirts, hats, tinfoil hats. I'm telling you, you know what? This right here, this photograph, this should be a hat. Like the nuclear mushroom cloud, like as a hat, and just be like nuclear MAGA, and like you just wear this giant mushroom cloud hat everywhere with nuclear MAGA eyes. Just watch the explosion. Watch the wipeout.
Most of us have Trump hats. I still have my election placards in my yard. I just blocked out Pence. That's freaking awesome. Princess, I love trolling crybabies.
Oh yeah, it's the funnest thing in the world. Especially when they're rhino hacks. That also makes it really fun. It's really
Are
fun.
tinfoil doggy tail booty plugs allowed? Not on stream.
No.
What you do otherwise, it's on you, bro. That's what you really want to do? Do it. Yes, you do that. Cut this down on both sides a little bit or whatever, and fit that in the center of a t-shirt.
Oh,
that'd be so much fun.
Oh,
you know, like just to the outside edges of the explosion. I mean, obviously, seeing the ring that's around it is awesome, but you know, at the same time.
So perfect.
We're just going to sit here and wait for him to actually say something more. Go ahead. Say something more. Do it. Bring it. We don't care.
Do it. Do it.
We don't care because it's just gonna throw more kindling on the fire. It's all you're doing.
More uranium, more radioactive uranium. Yeah, into the ball, into the nuclear explosion.
I'd like to make a Trump Easter Island Maui head to troll my neighbors with.
I mean, at this point, like, if you're a Rhino Republican person who's, you know, like a Mike Pence freakazoid or a Dan Crenshaw freakazoid, and you're like marching around with these people, I mean, I don't know, like, are you on another planet? I mean, for God's sake. I mean, MAGA is wiping the floor. We've been wiping the floor. I mean, jeez. I mean, how does this even exist? Like, God. I mean, this is like the Liz Cheney, Mike Pence ticket here, you know? Like, what the hell? Never Trumpers?
Cheryl, the t-shirt could say, "These idiots blow." That picture.
The captions.
There's so many different thoughts and opinions. You're right. There's usually so many of them.
I mean, you just can't stop looking at it. It's perfect.
Well, apparently they don't want anything else. They don't have anything more to say.
The nuclear blast took them out. I bet that's what that was. The nuclear MAGA blast that just went on here. The get wrecked nuclear MAGA blast. It was too much to handle.
As we gather the party of tinfoil hats, we're going to talk about serious topics. No one mentioning the hats. Oh, there they are. Nope. It's a group of college kids from San Bernardino that are never Trumpers. In fairness, Mike Malloy was childish to block them all and wear the red cap. Who cares about the red cap? He can wear whatever fuck he wants.
He called them drunks.
Who cares?
Well, God, I mean, if you're a never Trumper, you probably are a drunk.
Life. Find something to, you know, if that's what actually makes you feel the way you do, go ahead. Just quick hi from France to you. It's morning here, going back to bed. I hit the like button. Awesome. Thank you. Everybody else, make sure you hit that like button for me.
Hello,
if you hadn't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're slowly making our way up to that.
The ultra MAGA nuclear blast is being felt clear over in France. Wow, that's pretty cool.
I should say we're trying to get to the 500. It's sitting at 470 right now. 30 to go. 30 to go. Yeah, it's slowly still growing. We're getting there. We're getting there, man. They really have that big of an issue with it. They can make their own damn show with their own damn rules and fuck the fuck off. Princess. That's awesome. I'm glad I gave you a wrench. Oh, it's going to be fun this weekend. It's going to be great. I can't wait for the trolls to come in and actually see us all sitting around with tinfoil hats talking about the weird, strange things. I got some fun people that are actually going to show up for, different periods of time. It's going to be great.
Oh, see, Robin has the right thought there. Like, what are they saying that he had to block them in the first place? I mean, only things that never Trumper people, well, nowadays never Trumper people like to say.
He doesn't have to take off shit, Noel. It's his hat. He can do what he wants with it.
It's so
Fuck
amazing.
off. It's his.
He was being childish.
He can
Because
do
he didn't
what he
take off
wants.
the hat when we
He
told
can
him to.
say what he wants. He can troll anybody he wants. Just like you're sitting in here, slowly typing, trying to figure out what to say next. Oh, what do I say next? Because I just feel like I need to say something more about his red cap because his red cap is racist. Fuck off.
It's the dumbest shit in the world. Like, what the hell? It's like, oh, so he's in a Discord group. And they're like,
Princess
okay.
Noel, your mama called your bottles ready. It doesn't matter.
But yet
It
he's
doesn't
the one
matter
who's
what
called
he
childish.
does.
It's
He has the right to do whatever he wants. If that's what he wants to do is troll somebody's Discord with his MAGA hat, he has all the right in the world to troll somebody's Discord with a MAGA hat. If you don't want him there, kick him the fuck out.
So dumb. So dumb. And right, like, I mean, he hops in there. Does he want to have a discussion? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he wants to troll. Maybe he's in there to see what's going on in the world of Never
Maybe
Trump.
he wants to actually change his ways and he's actually thinking of becoming a never Trumper as opposed to being the Trump supporter that he is. I don't know. Malloy didn't start as a MAGA channel. He had viewers before he started wearing the old thing and he isolated them. Who cares what he did? That's up to him. He has all
lots of
right in the world to change his mind, just like I did. I voted for Obama twice to turn around and vote for Trump twice. Guess what? I'll vote for him a third time. Because why? Because screw y'all freaking Democrat bullshit shit. I'm so sick of this bullshit. Really don't give a fuck. He has the right to do what he wants.
And actually, how about we flip that around, right? He's like, oh, he isolated them. No. You're the ones who'd be isolating him because he supports something. And so rather than just be like, well, okay, so he has that political opinion or whatever. I mean, he's going to isolate him away from everybody else, going to shut him off, going to block him everywhere. I mean, obviously, I mean, I hope everybody here understands, like, this is just a bunch of
Says that he's still in chat.
confession through projection, as they so call it, which is exactly what this is. Everything that is accused of the other person is what the person that is doing the accusing is actually guilty of themselves. Did the hat overrun over their dog?
Robin says, well, Koolfrogg, I guess we know who's been trolling these days. Yeah, some person named Noel.
BOK says, I take shots of liberal tears to get my day started. I take like a concentrate of liberal tears. I got like a bottle and like take it, and you like put it in the water and stir it up, a little bit. And you take some of that.
Super
Some
salty.
say it's pretty healthy. Well, right. Salt is healthy for you. You need a certain amount of salt in your body to retain water and for electrochemical activity that goes on in the body. So yeah, I mean, just take. We'll put the liberal libtardy tears to good use. We'll just supplement our diets with some sodium. little bit of saltiness. There's MagCore. Can't wait for my Trump hat to come.
Trump hat to come.
The nuclear MAGA blast hitting the shores of Australia. Princess is full of comebacks tonight.
Crap, you guys. Jeez. Okay, that's from a few days ago. My patience.
Robin says, Noel, we're listening, but we're saying he has the right to his own free speech, too. It's his channel. We just simply disagree with him. Well, yeah. M. Schwartz, they can't be too intelligent. Seems to take an awful long time for them to type a comeback. And then Let's Talk Prepping says, in response to that, hunt and pecking typing is a biatch. And he spelled that with BIOTCH. Perfect.
Mr. Malloy, come say something to us, please. We're very interested.
TR says there's another one. Oh.
You know what keeps rolling in my head? A lot of people are like defending the First Amendment. But as soon as they say something that they don't like, they're like, I'm offended and you're banned. I didn't ban her.
Right. Right.
Noel can say whatever she wants.
I think that's just a general statement, though. Cheryl M.
Trucker John says it's all about owning the libs. Am I right? High five. Oh, wait. I'm a lib. Never mind. There's a difference between being a libertarian and being a leftist. There's a big difference. But yeah, like I said, I haven't banned her. She can say whatever she wants.
Wait, it's a she? I mean, I don't know anymore.
Noel? I maybe I assumed.
I mean, the picture looked like, I don't know. The avatar looked like a dude with glasses. I mean, I don't freaking know. Is it a he, she? Is it an it? Person.
Don't assume their gender.
I know, right?
I just got a text from buying stuff for not buying an erection. I don't care. Charlotte was talking about people on Mike's channel. You know what the funny one is? Every day he goes live, and he goes live about whatever 2 o'clock his time or something or other. And when he does, and I jump in his chat, I've been on his show every day for the last few weeks since we rated him. So I mean, as far as that goes, I know what he's doing on his show. So it's not his show that he's doing. Right. It's all his Discord.
Oh, right. But this is fantastic. We've just changed the subject from a whiny biatch, never Trumper rhino, to is this an it or a zer? That's talking. It's perfect.
Be careful, she might come tell us, or might come tell us what
It might
is
come.
that Zer wants.
Caesar. Person per. Pim per, right? Is that the new thing
Memento
from
Mori.
TikTok?
I listen to you guys while I'm at work. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll watch ourselves. Motherfucking A.
You're
Can
fired.
you ask them if they're still here? Well, I mean, it's kind of easy to find out if they're still here. You go down and you hit the @ button and you start spelling the name. Yep. Noel, the real 9 is still here. It's just that there's so much coming at them right now that they don't. Oh, I got it right this time. That they don't know what's going on.
Overload. Overload. Cannot
Probably dropped
compute
on the
this
head as a
message.
kid, as an infant. Poor kid.
Noel, the real 9, says not talking.
Princess is lit.
Not talking.
Not talking. Aw. Zer yourself later. Oh, maybe it isn't a girl. Maybe
You just came in
Noel,
here
the
to,
real
you know,
9.
try to
When
like
you actually look
lie
at
about
that
people.
picture a little closer, it kind of maybe it is a guy.
I know, right? It's like I'm not entirely convinced. of the
Zer's
female.
him.
You know, I mean, there might be a little bit of some other going on there. You know, just never know.
Charlotte says, yesterday I filled out a Burger King survey that asked male, female, or no gender. I don't define myself as a gender. Guys, we don't do this in France. Right? It's just it's this Western bullshit that it just so happens to be. Oh, let's do this because I just don't know what I am. Well, let the doctor tell you. I don't know. If you're in Discord, I go to Lefty Discord's terms.
I don't know. I don't know. Can you handle Miss Piggy's Discord over there with these Never Trumper Rhino people? I know, because Miss Piggy thinks that she is Abraham Lincoln and she's going to win the presidency now, even though she had the biggest loss of any congressional race probably in American history. The Ultra Rhino, her and Adam Kinzinger.
Germs, they say they're from Never Trumpers of San Bernardino. Discords. They do. They actually come out and they actually tell us where they're from. So it's like you can go find the Discord and you can troll them all you want because apparently they accept that.
Yeah, so I guess go find one of Miss Piggy's
Noel's probably
Discords.
busy getting all her comrades to hit the report button and try. If that's what they really feel like they need to do.
Noel gets us nuked. Thank you. Expert has locals as well. He does a political show with what's his face? Blah. Forgot about that.
I'm a
Germs.
pretty little lady.
Germs, you need to take 2 steps back from that genital mutilation
Set
shop
the
there.
bottle down.
Right. Put down the soy. Put down the soy. Put down the soy. There's another one there, Koolfrogg. Ash says,
There's the PayPal link in the Buy Me a Coffee.
Ash says that Germs is the most beautiful, sexy woman she's ever met.
Why should I talk? Why should I talk? Will be 1 versus 100. Well, exactly. What's the point? What's the point? It's really there's only 27 other people in here, right? They're all here. Nope. One of them's over on Twitch. So I mean, there's only 26 other people in here. It's 1 versus 26. So odds are a little bit better for you, maybe, or maybe not. Right, exactly. This isn't kindergarten. Princess, okay, I'll stop. Well, if we confirmed
know.
age
I'm-
by
I'm
grammar,
feeling-
shit, I'm still 2. Fuck. My grammar fucking sucks. Especially when it comes to writing, so.
I am feeling a lot of soy from this individual as well. A lot of soy. Lots of soy. Lots of Bill Gates' soy that is consumed on a daily basis. Probably vegan.
Exactly, TR. It's pretty
tofu
easy just to
steaks.
leave if you don't like what's going on. And really, it's not the content that they're complaining about. It's seriously not. It's that they're complaining about somebody else who just so happens to be a mod on my channel that has their own channel that they have a problem with. So if that's who they have a problem with, why are they bringing it here?
Because they want to try to have a smear campaign against
Since
Mr.
this is
Michael
nobody can
Malloy.
grammar police you, I got your back. Awesome, thank you.
Yes, you are above the law of grammar police. Don't worry, Paul. Nancy's got your back. No, I'm just kidding.
But they're still here. They just won't leave. Why? I don't know. What's the problem?
The problem is you all don't
Problem
believe
is
they.
y'all call me a bunch of names that I'm not. I go by Bug Big Bird. I don't know.
Oh.
Right? I mean, who knows what the hell they go by? I really don't give a shit. But apparently they're still around because they feel that they're going to cause. They're going to make a difference in a community that's not going to change their opinions on. I just don't get it.
TR says maybe they have a crush on shirts and toy box ring. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I have been told before by certain libtardy-esque people that I do have a very beautiful voice. If you recall, Cynthia.
Is that where he is? Did he skip over there? Because I see that's still live.
And that Cynthia woman, like, that's the thing with these libtardy people. It's like that Cynthia woman would sit there on Viva's show and she'd like be throwing $20 at Viva just to try and rant and rave and like, oh, like you're a racist and racisms and you can't stand Trump and whatever, da da da. And she's like throwing $20 super chats at him. It's like, what the hell? And they just stick around and they just keep going and they just keep raging. That's the way some of these people are.
Thank you, Trucker John. I'm glad you feel that way.
I think we're all getting used to this ultra MAGA radiation that's going on here, and it's a good thing because we need to get used to that. Get used to that world, you know. Debbie says Noelle needs a hobby: photography, stamp collecting, and needlepoint. Yes, CA Princess. Yeah, they just want to be noticed. That's all. Yeah.
I mean, and they're still here. That's the fun one. They just won't leave because they're like, if I leave, then I lose. You already lost. Just leave. If you have something more that you'd like to share with us that's a little bit more constructive than what you've been doing, please do.
I don't like Mr. Malloy. Why? Because he has a
He
Trump
wears a
hat.
red hat. It's like, what the fuck is that? Who gives a fuck?
He was on the Discord. Doing what? He wearing
He's
a
on
hat.
Discord, wearing a red hat.
Okay. So did you, get rid of him maybe then? If he's that bad or, And then, of course, he's on his own channel and, we can't just leave that alone, right? So we got to go off and, make his channel look bad? For what? Listen. Michael Malloy should just claim that he is a asexual sea turtle and that you cannot question him. And the MAGA hat actually doesn't mean what you think it does, but it might. But you can't question that either.
Yeah, right. Exactly, TR. This is the show now, and we'll just sit here playing Chicken Little. Do they know that we go for 6 or 7 hours quite frequently, and then hop over to Discord and go for another 4? I'll stop it at before the 6-hour mark, just because I've learned my lesson. Don't go over 6 hours unless you actually don't want to edit your shit.
Ash says some people just like torture. Yeah, some people do like self-abuse. Other trannies like self-mutilation. What? I don't know. I don't know. I heard something there. Wasn't quite sure what that was, but heard a little something there.
Mr. Malloy, where are you?
Do you have his Discord?
Yeah, I sent him a message.
Well, God, maybe he had to throw his wheelchair out of his house because it was on fire.
No, I mean, throw him a link so you can wear a red hat.
Maybe he went ultra nuclear.
Screen.
Maybe he went ultra nuclear MAGA, and his wheelchair caught fire as a result. He had to get rid of it. People in hazmat suits had to come and get rid of it because it was just the ultra MAGA energy was just too much for the wheelchair. It just couldn't handle it. It just spontaneously combusted with ultra MAGA, and it was just it just couldn't handle it. He just
Mr. Malloy, if you're
to get a
still here and
replacement.
you're listening, hit that link up, my man. Come join us real quick. Wear that hat. Do it, please, 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 just do it. Sinbad, he has to have a red hat. It matches his whistle. I thought Mike's Maga make Amy Gonzalez available.
Now that's funny.
Amy Gonzalez. If you all haven't paid attention to Mr. Michael Malloy and actually watched one of his episodes, he actually seriously that's his thing. It really is his thing to ask a series of questions. Are you married? That's the first question. Because if you're married, he's going to say, okay, done. If you say no, he's going to, okay, how old are you? Do you speak Spanish? It's just his thing. That's what he does. And he doesn't say that he loves anybody. He just says, I've fallen in like with you. He's an awesome dude. And somebody have an issue with him is hilarious. TR, I'm about ready to buy a MAGA hat. Well, you know what? I was actually thinking the same thing. Because, you know, like I said, and I was looking. I'm going to look to see. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that doesn't come through until next week. What the hell? Okay. Charlotte says, when I was in America, my Army recruiter told me, we'll join the U.S. Army. I said, but I'm French. He said, with a little anger, oh, you're a patriot to your country. Well, yes. Oh, there you go.
What the hell? Like, no shit.
Oh, I can take you out the screen now? Okay, here, we'll put this one up there then. There you go. Look at that! It's Mr. Malloy!
Hello!
Hello, how do I get this on the deal?
Let's go. There you go.
What's going on?
That's great.
What's happening?
There's this troll that just come across.
I like what you said. Make Amy great again.
this Noel, the real 9, has been in here and saying, "Oh, Mr. Malloy's been going in through our Discord, and he's been wearing his MAGA hat, and it's infuriating the whole group." It's like, well, okay, kick him out of the group.
Oh God! Make Amy great again. Michael, Amy great
We'll
again.
just change up the message every once in a while. Noel says, Michael Malloy is here now. You can say what you got to say to his face instead of behind his back.
Hello.
Come on, Noel.
Princess.
See, we were all, I was kind of
That's
concerned.
a California Princess 619.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
that's what that all stands for. Yeah.
Okay. Northern or Southern?
Well, it's a 619, so.
Oh, 619, that's
Isn't that Southern?
let me see.
That's what?
I gotta see what the area code is. 619. Hey Google, what's the area code of 619?
Booyaka, booyaka, 619.
Hey Google, what's the area code of 619 in California?
The city of San Diego.
Oh, San
According
Diego.
to City of Santee, the 619
And she already typed that in.
and southern portions of the city of San Diego, roughly up to Linda Vista, plus Chula Vista and National City in the South Bay, East County cities like El Cajon and Santee.
Those are expensive areas.
Oh.
I can't afford that. Sorry.
Koolfrogg, is Richard Cruz still here? Well, we can take a.
Ash, how are you doing?
know.
Good to see you. Thanks for the heart.
It looks like Richard Cruz is still in chat.
China,
Yes.
What are they saying? Rick Cruz?
Richard Cruz and Noel of the Nine.
Richie
or
there,
the
right?
Nine.
Yeah, expensive. I know it's expensive, but it ain't crappy down there. Come on. Oh God, toy box. Oh. You're like my lucky Chucky. Man, I wish the autocomplete thing still works. What's that, TR? Hey, Malloy, my babes. I've saved the babes for Amy.
Females?
For Amy. Amy.
Just for Amy?
I follow
make Amy make Amy great again.
Yeah, make Amy great again, or Mike Amy great again. Yeah. I like that. What's short order cook? Is it in the Discord chat? Is what in the Discord chat?
Is it in the Discord chat? Are you talking about somebody in particular?
Does she cook a better In-N-Out burger like Amy? Amy Gonzalez said she makes a better In-N-Out burger than In-N-Out.
Oh,
so I want to try it. I can't believe it. Morning, Mr. Malloy. Rocking that hat. Cake or death? I'll take cake anytime. Anytime. Take cake. Make Amy Gonzalez available.
I'm gonna do something real quick here. I'm gonna show you a preview. If you didn't see from earlier, I'm gonna show you something real quick because I cleaned and I kind of changed some things around.
I want cake. I'd rather have cake than death.
You see my flag?
That's the Trump flag.
That is a Trump 2024 flag. Yes, absolutely.
Wait, is he running in 2024?
Oh, definitely. Anybody that doesn't realize it needs to start realizing.
You think he'll win?
Well, something's going to happen.
Robin Cheyenne says, we like your hats. We're here for you. Thank you, Robin Cheyenne. You're awesome. You sing beautiful, by the way. And you play the guitar great.
do you like a what do they call it? A duet, a co-op together between Robin and conspiracy music.
That'd be great. Mr. Malloy, always the right answer. Cake all the way. Yeah.
Collaboration. That's what I was thinking. Collaboration between.
Are you male or female? Cake or death? I had to ask that birdie question.
We already went through this. There's a series of questions. If you answer it correctly, you get the second question.
I just want to know if they're female or male. That's all I want to know. Cake, are you male or female? She hasn't said. I mean, he or she hasn't said.
We were debating whether or not one of these trolls was an it or a z or a zer type of person.
How do you do that list? I got to learn how to do that. How do you do that list? I want to hear that. How do you do that list?
The list?
Yeah, you. What's his name? America's Shirts.
AmericaShirts is my normal everyday co-host. He has a tendency to be fashionably late.
Well, I want to know how he does the lisp so I can learn it.
Oh, you mean the Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah, do that.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Oh,
You have to make it sound like your dentures have come loose.
Nancy Pelosi. Is that like that? I didn't get it.
It's a little low, but
It does sound like the dentures are just about to fall out of your mouth.
princesses, I think Noel fell asleep during the bottom feeding.
I think Noel fell asleep during the. Oh yeah, I think so too. Short order cook. So is short order cook a male or a female? Oh no, cake or death. Wait.
We're waiting
Love you, lad. Yes,
he's waiting on Cake or Death to give you an answer, and if you
your area.
love you, lad. Yes, female. Yes, single, but sadly out of code area in time zone. There you go. Check that out.
What area code is that?
Well, because Mr. Malloy is not in California either, so as far as that goes, you just never know what area code or time zone Mr. Malloy is in, unless you pay attention to Mr. Malloy.
Malloy about to put some nos on the wheelchair and drive over to Cake or Death's place. No, I'm not going to Cake or Death. Cake or Death's place. I'm not going there, dude.
Koolfrogg asks Shirts to do his Bill Gates. It's my favorite impression he does.
Oh, he does that too?
Yes, it's great.
Well, you do a little bit of Bill Gates. Gotta get your jab and make sure that we got a little bit too many people running around the world.
What was that?
Also, you have to subscribe to my Windows 11. It really sucks, but you still got
Fauci too. He's leaving in when? December, November, whatever.
Yes, Anthony Faucism is leaving. He's leaving. He's leaving November.
Yeah, but a fair
Wow,
amount.
I can only do one. I can only sound like a turtle. So as far as that goes.
What kind of a job is he going to get if he comes back?
He ain't coming back. He's going to go do something else. He's going to do something else in another country.
He's
doing
running
something
for the
more
hills.
different people. He's like, I'm done with these people around here. I need to find somebody else that I can actually take over.
There was
What area code is
actuaries.
This lady, what area code she in? I'm interested now. I'm still falling in like with Amy. Keep that in mind.
That's a dead on Emo Phillips.
What?
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
You were doing some kind of swap monster yesterday of sorts or something or other. Oh, that was the Fauci. That was the Fauci impression that you were actually doing.
Oh, yes, the Anthony Faucisms. Make sure to get your jab. Make sure it's all, get all of
Who's
our.
that, Nancy Pelosi? Who is that?
Fauci.
Fauci. Oh. He's leaving. No more.
Yeah, there were insurance actuaries that came out a couple of days ago, and
chance to say their opinions. Person.
It was
And they don't say
200%
word.
increase amongst millennials.
Can I keep wearing this hat? Or do you want to take it off?
Ash is great. I love it.
I don't know. Someone is given the chance to say their opinions to said person. They don't say a word. New age troll. That was good.
LOL, Kumi-chan.
Yes, keep the hat on, says TR. I will.
Yeah, that's what he was asked to do. Come over here with his hat on.
Yeah. What else in the news?
Oh, we're done with the news. We just so happen to be getting ready to close up shop and
Are you serious?
The trolls decided to roll in.
If you're gonna close up, close up shop now, I'm gonna go live again.
We were going to, but then we had a troll show up, and that's when I'm like, get your butt over here with your hat. Digging a hole to
here's
China.
from Nancy.
Oh, we watched this.
Nancy Pelosi.
You know, when I was a little girl, I tried to dig a hole in China, but my parents said no. They said it's not possible, right? They forbid me to dig. They told me to stop wasting my time. Oh, how I wanted to dig. I became obsessed with China. I would just sit around thinking
I
about
see
China.
that, Princess. They're still here.
Sometimes I would pretend that I had
Silently watching.
Hello? China? My parents prohibiting me to dig only made me want to dig more.
She's just gonna take a crap in there.
But I was too small.
There's
in
my
having
grumpy.
fun, and I had no idea what vodka was. My parents got wise to the whole digging operation, and soon I lost interest.
What happened to
But
her
I never
eyebrows?
gave up on
They're
my
all
love and
messed up.
passion to become a part of China somehow.
She got double brow, man.
As I got older, my parents went on to tell me that plucking my eyebrows would make my hair come back thicker and longer. And if I kept drinking all day, I'd never get a hangover. But I didn't listen to them. I was too busy thinking about digging to China. Now that I'm rich and powerful, I can do whatever I want. And I have finally decided to fulfill my childhood dream of digging a hole to China. Sure, it's not going to be easy, but with the right amount of vodka, my high level of income, anything's possible. Join me on my journey as I dig a hole to China. Until next time, good night, peasants.
Until next time.
He wants to go back to his own channel so he control people with his. Are you a boy or a girl?
Who? Who?
You.
No, I just want to know if Mim Z is a boy or girl. Too much Botox. I can't tell. And then the pictures, you can't really tell. I mean, some pictures it's a woman, and you know darn well it's a guy. Vice versa. Some guy picture and it's really a woman. Why does she have two sets of eyebrows? I don't know. I was trying to figure out. Sheesh. I'm a girl, Michael. Okay, Mimsy. Are you in my area code? Forget the area code. I want to know short order cook. Male or female?
What does that matter,
I
Mike?
can't click on that link. Can you click on that link, Shirts? The one from TR?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Malloy, if I said I can be a girl, would you consider me?
Exactly, Trucker John. It reminds you of Cartman.
What kind of do? I mean, no. God, no.
It's Liz Piggy.
Welcome to McDonald's. It's all Trump's fault. Can I take your order? It's all Trump's fault. Come again. Since I lost my job because of Trump, life after politics has been pretty good so far. I got a new job, and I'm right back to ignoring Americans and blaming Trump
Where's my
again.
food, bitch?
I'm about as reliable as the ice cream machine. I don't
Where's
need
my
to work
food,
here.
bitch?
I got $15 million.
Can I have my
McDonald's
order,
gives me
please?
a free meal every day.
Some
and
people
I
have
can
to go
tell
to work.
everybody
Well, I know
it's
you're
Trump's
not
fault. And that is progress.
I never
You
said
like
you
it,
were
little
you'd
guy?
have to do a
Trump,
thing.
What are you doing here?
I just want a
Is the
small
name like
fry to give
Cheryl?
me a small fry.
This is all your fault, Trump. After I got fired from
Who's
CNN,
that?
Oh my God.
I needed to find a job that would stimulate.
Well, that's Trump and
That's
Fauci,
why
right?
I chose McDonald's.
I don't know who the other
I
guy
love
is.
it here. They got so much mayonnaise.
Weird.
You want to
Oh my
try
God.
my McFlurry? You want to taste my all beef patty and special sauce? Hey, look at my sausage burrito. You want whipped cream with that? Check out my quarter pounder. You want some sauce on your juicy
Oh my
McNuggets? Try my all beef patty on your fillet of fish. I take a lot of bathroom breaks.
Since I got fired because of Trump, I found a job I'm really good at. Trump is a criminal. Come again. I love my new job.
Yeah, you ain't
Feels
a guy.
People
Come on.
respect me. And if I do good, I'll move my way up to
Stimulating
the
talk
front.
radio.
That's where the real money comes in. It's all Trump's fault. Come again.
Come on, Nancy. I don't want to work here. Shut up, Paul. You don't have a choice. You're on work release. Shut up, shut, shut, shut.
Try that on the needle.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Short order cook, you're female. What can you cook? Can you cook a better In-N-Out burger like Amy says she can? Amy Gonzalez, where is she? That was Amy. Okay, I'll be quiet. You guys, it's your show. I'll be quiet. Are you male? Wait, that's Sports Center. SC, that's Sports Center. You must be a dude. I bet you're a dude, short order cook. Women don't cook these days anymore. Hello, sissy, are you male or female?
This isn't your show, Mr. Malloy. Hello, sissy. How you doing?
This is not my show. Sissy, are you male or female? I guess with a name like Sissy, it's got to be female.
TR says I'm a dude before you ask me.
Cheryl M says, Michael, what are we going to do with you? I don't know what you're going to do. I want to know what Amy's going to do with me. I don't want to know what Toy Box wants. I can't cook. Sorry about that.
I don't want to know what Toy Box wants. His short order cook says, I can't cook. Sorry about that.
Oh, not playing. He said, gotta get going. Coughing up. I'm sorry. I'll pray that you get better. How's that? Toss your
Tobex wants to toss your salad.
No, I ain't doing that. I'm not barfing up the storm here. Toy Box. Mimsy's female. Now, Black Sheepdog, that's definitely a male.
Tony Black Sheepdog Tony G. I wonder.
Oh, I didn't see the Tony G part. Just she said, laugh out, married female. Oh, you're married. Okay. That's good. I'm not.
Sinbad says, Koolfrogg, Mike's gender question reminds me of Jesse Lee Peterson's, do you love black people?
Oh, God.
Yes, we do. We love all human beings.
Yep. I learned from a video that my country is in your country, according to a survey made. The guy was asking American people if he could name a country on a map.
Oh, God.
What's that? Charlotte, you're female. You're in Charlotte, North Carolina, right?
No.
She's from France.
She's from where?
She's watching from France.
France.
Oh, parlez-vous français? Oui, oui. Not in my car, you don't. Not in my car, you don't. Oui, oui.
Oh my God.
Y'all just remember this is my channel, not his. His questions come from him, not me.
Before I say. Too funny, Debbie Moncrief said. See, I'm funny. I'm funny looking. Mike's gender question reminds me of Jesse Lee. Who the bloody flip is Jesse Lee Peterson?
Jesse Lee Peterson is a very outspoken, older black man. Very fun to actually listen to, but yeah, always had that question.
Cool.
Do you love black people? And that's why I said yes. We love all people, all
Right
human
on.
beings equally.
Right on. All lives matter, not just the other lives matter. They all lives matter. Charlotte, I'm French, so too far away for you, Michael. Oui. Not in my car, you don't again.
His wheelchair won't make it too far anyway. So
yeah,
as far as that goes, you pretty much have to live in his town for it to
What
work.
was up with that earlier? Koolfrogg said he read off a chat saying your wheelchair was on fire.
It's not on fire now. Princess says, guess the trolls fell asleep. I can't clown anymore, so I'll be a good princess. warrior, and go to sleep. Got work and school tomorrow. Good night, y'all. Mike Malloy, Koolfrogg.
Good night, Princess.
Good
Sleep
night,
well.
Princess. Take care.
Yeah, later.
Are you in college or what?
Yeah, that's probably a very good guess.
I mean, she could be teaching college or teaching elementary school or high school.
Could be.
She could be a teacher. I don't know. Good night, Princess. Sweet dreams.
We are at the end of August there, so.
Things are looking up.
Yeah, I get that. Jesse Lee is a conservative. Obama, yeah, exactly. He's really very outspoken.
She's 29.
Yeah, I'm in college and I'm 29.
What's your major? I'm curious. What's your major in college? Don't say journalist, please.
Well, after you tell us, you can go to bed.
Doctor, lawyer, either. Please don't say lawyer. All right, I'll sleep on what
she's going through the whole list of people that are here and saying goodnight to all 24 of them.
I wish I knew what her major is.
Sleep is her major.
Right. Major in business management. Is that like master's of business administration, like my brother was at UCLA? He could have gotten a Northwestern. He turned it down. He would have made more money. He should have stayed at Northwestern. Good night. Sweet dreams. And good luck in business management. What do they do in business management? What is that kind of degree?
Somewhere where you'd actually go to school, so that way you can actually go manage a business afterwards.
You could be a CEO, right?
Sure. Or you could just be a storefront owner or something or other. Or, you could.
That'd be kind of boring.
Just trying to actually pay the bills for a restaurant or anything else. There's plenty of things that you can do with that business management degree.
It's technically business administration.
And she's smart enough already. So as far as that goes,
what college are you going to?
Put it past her to actually be.
Wait, 619.
Run businesses and bosses of companies. Exactly.
Are you going to UCLA, USC? What's the other one? USF, University of San Francisco.
University of California, Berkeley.
Yeah, Stanford. Stanford for business? I don't think they have a business college, do they? Oh, maybe they do. I don't know. Michael, let her go to bed. I am Cheryl M. Geez. Leave it to the women to tell me to do all that. Michael, I'll message you privately on Discord. Laugh out. That's too much info for YouTube. Okay.
I'll message you privately on Discord.
That's cool. That'll work. Even if you ever never get back to me, that's fine. DM me in Discord. Hey, Fred Franklin. Management at Walmart store managers start at $100K yearly in large markets. Super chat like in Los Angeles. I mean, that's super Walmart, not super chat. I've got super chat on my brain because I just got paid. Just got paid. Friday night. Just got paid. Hit that like button, guys. This is not my show, so I'll be quiet right now. How many subscribers does she have anyway? Are you big up in the world?
Vimsy, I'm Fred.
Oh, yeah, more subscribers than I did.
Oh, hi, Fred. Hey, Fred. What's up, man? How you doing?
619, that's area code. Yeah, let's find out what area code that is.
You did it already. He just clicked himself out. Well, we'll see if he comes back real quick. See if Noel has anything to say. Oh, looks like they left. All right. And looks like Richard left as well. Pierre says it's nearly 4 a.m. on the East Coast. Yep. That's what it is over in that right end of the world. We're doing well, Fred. We're doing well. We're watching trolls come in, and as the trolls were coming in and talking crap about me, we convinced them to come join us. I don't know if he's realized that he kicked himself out, or if he's gonna come back at all. I'll message him quick. Can you tell if they're watching? Well, the thing is when you go down into general chat, you can actually hit the @ button and start typing their name. By the time you get to the second, third letter, it populates with anybody that's actually in there. So like if I go down here and I hit @CH, it shows me that Cheryl M and Charlotte are both in here.
How did I drop out?
I don't know. You kicked yourself out.
That sucks. Figures.
But I was just explaining how something worked or whatever to Cheryl. So basically that's how that works is, it's like if you want to know if somebody's actually in here, it's very easy to do on a computer by just simply hitting the @ button and putting in the first couple letters. I put in DE. Oh, Debbie's in here. There's a DA. No, nobody DA. And that's pretty much how it works. That's how I knew Mr. Michael Malloy was wrong. I put the @ button in, or put in the, and I started putting in his name, and it showed, the Michael Malloy show was actually around. So I'm like, oh, he's still with us. Let's go find him. That's how that works.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that works without a wrench as well. I don't think you need a wrench to actually do it. Or maybe I just have a wrench too many places that I don't realize it. TR says, we won. The game of chicken against the trolls feels good, man. Even the evil frog. They're watching. They're slowly dying inside and probably cutting their genitalia.
Germ's still here.
I'm going to hide that. Sorry.
I hope he's still here. Germs, are you still here or did you leave too?
I had just talked to him.
Where?
Looks like I was in Discord talking to him.
Susie Q says, I'm heading off. You all have a great night. Great.
Yeah,
day.
I think we're going to actually call it good here and go. Maybe we'll go over with Mr. Malloy.
Yeah, why
join him.
Yeah, why don't you? That'd be cool.
AmericaShirts, you interested? It's pretty much what we're doing now. It's not that much different. We talk to chat.
People know I'm doing this.
Yeah, no. AmericaShirts.
Is he gonna go?
I don't know what he's doing. He's not answering. I don't know what you're going to do.
What time can I go?
Step in chat.
What time can I go? I mean, if you're staying here, I'm staying here. It doesn't matter. Damn. Second time I got that notification. A slice of pizza. Who had pizza? Can you guys hear me? Wait, let me see.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I had some other stuff going on, so I was just kind of reading. AmericaShirts?
Where is he? American Shirts. I'm hungry again, TR.
AmericaShirts, where are you, dude?
You sleep well.
He may have actually stepped away to go to the bathroom or something.
Maybe.
We had been here for almost 4 hours, so, I mean, as far as that goes.
We're going to stay here or start a new...
Well, I'll wait for him to actually come back, and then we'll go.
Okay.
And then we can do that. Do you aid to the coastal position? Correlate. That being said, until he gets back, because we'll kick out as soon as he gets back, everybody make sure you check out AmericaShirts.com, the most base shirts on the planet. Use promo code Koolfrogg to get 15% off anything in the store. If you want to support me, immediately go to buymeacoffee.com/Koolfrogg. If that doesn't work out for you, there is a PayPal. As far as that goes, make sure that you do check out those links. Hit those Rumble channels for us. Hit the locals channels for us, and subscribe over there. If something ever happens over here, we will be there. Just saying, hit it up. Make sure you check it out. I know you all enjoy our content.
There you go.
Otherwise, you wouldn't still be here. Just saying. Yeah. Have a good one, Cheryl.
Koolfrogg piece. Are you leaving, Cheryl M?
She's just because, like I said, as soon as he gets back, we're gonna kick out. So she's just saying her piece, letting us know that that she's with us and she understands. The FBI finally caught up with Shirts. Maybe if you know where I live, you'd understand.
I don't know where he lives.
Netherlands.
Well, I know that, but I don't know if he's in The Hague. I don't think he's in The Hague. I'd go there, man. That'd be cool.
It's awesome that we've actually gone worldwide. That's the fun one. From Australia to France to Netherlands to across the United States. Toy Box Brain being in South America. All of it. It's all freaking awesome and very wonderful. I'm so glad that Toy Box. Yeah. I'm so glad that we've actually met so many wonderful people. We got a couple from Kanakistan. The Kanakistanians, those are the best.
Did Toy leave already?
I don't know. It says there's 21 people still watching us. That's the fun one.
Shirts might be asleep, laugh out loud, TR says.
Nah. I doubt that. AmericaShirts are first.com.
That San Diego lady. Oh, she might be going to San Diego State. I forgot about that. It's good school. If she's going there.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I here? Oh, all right.
Kim, less to all. Listening in, but in and out working. Yeah, we're getting ready to take off. Oh, Shirts, where are you?
I don't know where he is.
I'm gonna dox you if you don't get in here.
I like when he does the Nancy Pelosi. It's funny.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yep.
He was a little out of it tonight. It just wasn't it seems like it's a normal Tuesday for us. We're just kind of, nah. Maybe that should be the second night that I actually take off is Tuesday nights.
And on working since
9:30.
Kim Wicks. She from Australia? Wicks? Kim Wicks?
No clue. We don't ask such weird questions around here.
I always do. then I'm weird. Tag your
AmericaShirts.
shirts.
AmericaShirts. AmericaShirts. Where are you?
Who? Me?
Yeah,
there-
you. There you are.
I'm back.
So, we're gonna actually kick out of here. We're gonna actually go away.
Oh.
I'm gonna Mr. Malloy is gonna do a little whatever. I don't know how long he's gonna go. He might go an hour or two. Did you want to join us? We just chat. We don't really do that much.
I might.
We just sit around, chit chatting and whatever. And you can actually say that you're on the Michael Malloy show.
I might.
Mr. Malloy, create your link. Throw it to me. I'll throw it to Shirts. We'll get the ball rolling.
Well, let me start my thing up, and then I'll send you the link. All right.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. Bye.
All right, later. Again, for one more time, just in case everybody missed it, that's AmericaShirtsAreFirst.com.
It is AmericaShirts.com. And you can use the discount code Koolfrogg.
Koolfrogg.
To save 15% on any shirt.
15% off anything.
15. That is the discount code.
And of course, check out that buymeacoffee.com/Koolfrogg. If it doesn't work out for you there, you go to the PayPal link and you can help support me over there. Anything else, make sure you hit those Rumble links and hit those locals up for us. And give us some subscriptions. I know I've been promising going over to locals. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll take Tuesdays off. Tuesdays both seem to be really off. And I'll do a Tuesday night locals. Maybe that's what we should do. Because every Tuesday we were both like, eh. Maybe. We'll see. We'll talk about it. That being said, everybody have a wonderful night. Say
Later,
goodbye,
peeps.
everybody. Later.